Hello, welcome to Build Up to a Good Game. We are 45 minutes away from kickoff in Chicago as West Ham United against Everton, our third pre-season friendly of this summer, the middle one. Two before today, two after today as well. Everton suffered a 3-0 defeat to Bournemouth in their first game in the summer series over in America. We got beat 2-1 by Man United, and Graham Potter has made a lot of changes for tonight's game. 8 changes he's made in total. And we'll do the lineups in just a second. Frankie will join me in a few minutes' time. We'll have a little discussion about the starting 11, but this is the starting 11. Wes Foderingham is in goal. Kyle Walker-Peters right wing back with Mavropanos, Kilman and Casey at centre backs. Diouf playing left wing back. In midfield, it looks like we've got Freddie Potts, Andy Irving, and James Ward-Prowse, who's skipper. And up front, we've got Lucas Paqueta and Callum Marshall. At least on paper, that's how the team looks anyway. Casper, I would like to see Fearon. I do hope we see him off the bench. I think we will see him off the bench, but I certainly would like to see him get longer this evening, half an hour or something instead of 15 minutes or something like that. But that's your West Ham starting 11. The bench is everyone else, really. Not everyone else. Not everyone is on the bench. There's a few youngsters that's gone out there that isn't named on the bench. But we've got Alphonse Areola as well as Adam Wan-Bissaka, Jean-Claire Todibo, Neil Fagerd. Colin Beckis is on the bench with Scarles. Mohamedou Kante is on the bench with Fearon. Rodriguez is on there with Orford and Thomas Suchet. We've got Kone, Guilherme, Bowen, and Fulkrug as well. Get your thoughts into the live chat. Let us know what you're all thinking. About the West Ham starting 11, we'll take a look at the Everton one once Frankie's joined me in a little bit. Simmons is looking forward to this. Thank you to myself and Frankie for making the effort on school. It's my job. I don't really have an option. Did a bit of work this morning and then went off to the other half's granddad's because he's trying to get his house ready to sell. So went and helped him for a bit and then came back and done a split shift. Chefs, you have my sympathy. Lord of the Dead says, hopefully Andy Irving can deliver. Personally, I'd have put Scarles on the pitch. I hope Irving has a good game as well. Alex says, seems odd that we made so many changes deep into pre-season. Surely we need to be having a look. He's just giving minutes. He's just doing the minutes thing. We'll see a different 11 again on Sunday when we play Bournemouth. I think he's just trying to get certain players. I think it was important that Paqueta started tonight, and I think it was important that Freddie Potts started tonight. Personally, if you watched my video earlier, I would have made a lot more changes, or I would have had, less changes, just different changes. But I get why he's doing this. I understand it. It's not like I don't get it. Walker-Peters, it's important for him to start getting minutes under his belt. Paqueta, I say up front, he's sort of going to be a bit of a free roll, second striker, isn't he? Callum Marshall getting a start. There's some good opportunity out there. I feel like I'd be very hypocritical if I sat here whinging. I would see Rodriguez, Ward-Prowse and Soucek. Then when he changes it, I start whinging again because it's not quite what I wanted to see. I mean, it's quite far off what I wanted to see, but I'm pleased to see something different. I understand why people don't like the lineup, but like I said, get your thoughts in. Whether you like it, don't like it, let me know in the comments. Let me know why you like it or why you don't like it. But I'd be more annoyed if I tuned in tonight and discovered Rodriguez, Soucek, and Ward-Prowse are playing again in midfield. I think, what's the point in this? At least he's given Potts an opportunity, Irving an opportunity. It's important, and I like it. Freedom says, much better lineup. Intox saying, really like that lineup. Let's see what Marshall can do up front with Paqueta. MJ saying, saw behind the scenes, felt sorry for Grace getting shifted for the Man U game. She's been shifted again. Lord saying, Andy Irving, to anyone who doesn't agree, remember Stamford Bridge made Cole Palmer look like a what's it? Terry, it's an 11:30 kickoff, so we've got 40 minutes until kickoff. A lot of time for me and you to have a chat. Frankie will join at some point, don't know when. I think he's trying to sort his Sky Go login. Terry's just about to get back from Edinburgh. Going to grab a couple of beers from Tesco and sit down. Where are you heading to, Terror? So you go from Edinburgh to where? Hope you enjoyed Edinburgh for whatever reason. Beautiful city, one of my favourite cities. Jim says, I hope we can see a little bit of Kante. He had the profile we need in midfield, but not on the Premier League level, I guess. It's interesting we took him with us to America, so we didn't have to do that. Sweet FA says, I really like this lineup. There's quite a few people that like it. Chris saying, no point putting my opinion on here as I get criticised for being honest. I haven't seen anyone criticise you, Chris. I genuinely don't know what you're referring to. Put your opinion up. I don't know what you're referring to. I've not seen anyone slacking you off. Tim saying, looking forward to seeing what Marshall and Potts can do. Jamie's looking forward to Kyle Walker-Peters playing in claret and blue. Mick saying, happy to be late for work tomorrow. Love the lineup. It's good. I thought there was going to be less people that like the lineup. I thought there was going to be more negativity towards it than positivity. This is a pleasant surprise. Dag says, sitting in a bar in North Cyprus with the Hammers badge on chest. Everyone looking at me funny. Hope we win. I've told the locals how good we are. 1 a.m. for him. That's commitment. I'm assuming you're on holiday. Watching it 1 a.m. Thursday morning on your holiday. That's commitment. Lloyd's looking forward to seeing Caelan Casey. Mark's looking forward to seeing Marshall, Potts, and Paqueta. Chris is waiting for the game to start as he sits in his hotel in Spain. Everyone watching on holiday. Matt saying Golan Beck is good. Yeah, he's very highly rated. Was involved with England under 18s in the summer as well. Got a lot of hope on his shoulders. Robert saying Alvarez rested. I think he always was going to be. I think I thought he might be on the bench and get 15 minutes at the end, if that. But I don't think he was ever going to start. He only just joined up with the boys on Monday, so his preseason's only just begun. Surely we'll see him against Bournemouth. I'm quite confident we will. Septic said some people are never pleased with whatever the lineup. Maybe not. Maybe not. Lord said, as long as it works, then I'm sold. You could be Thomas the Tank Engine for all I care. As long as you're scoring goals and in claret and blue, then I'm sold. Skerm would like to see Marshall get a game next to Fulkrug. Lee wanted to see Guilherme start, but I'll take winning that noble armband. Which one? We've got 2 up for grabs. Which one you're referring to? Nate saying, good to see Marshall, Potts and Cases starting. Cheese says, I was keen to see our season start, get Fearing and Potts on, but play with the rest of the main 11. Jonathan, what do you think about the kits this season? I'm never that harsh. I don't like the home one. Quite like the away one. And I really like the third one. The badge is unnecessarily large, but apart from that, I really like it. The black and yellow / gold. I like it. I'm a fan. Corky's looking forward to seeing Andy Irvin. Ian's at work. What do you do, Ian? What are you doing at 5 to 11? What's your job? I want to know. You don't have to tell me, but if you don't mind sharing. Tyra said, wonder Marshall gets closer to starting 11 if he scores. Hopefully, it'd be nice to see him get a goal. Matthew saying time for Potts to stake his claim. Big night for the boy. I completely agree. Ralph says he enjoys my behind-the-scenes vlog. It's reality TV. Well, bloody is reality TV, I'll tell you that. Reece saying, going to have to cook another roast. I didn't cook it. Didn't get around to it. I had a 100%. I promise you, I had the intention of cooking a roast on Sunday. It just didn't happen. I've remained in the bad books. Maybe subconsciously, I thought, what's the point? I'm just going to go back in them on Wednesday. I might as well just stay in them. Might just stay in the bad books. Neil was going to stay up and watch the game, but Ward Prowse is starting. He's not going to bother. Sam's asking for Ariel is. He's on the bench. MJ says it's not important, but it's important to him that we win this one. Do you hate Everton or something? What's the reason? Tedder's on his way back to Essex. There you go. And just getting back on the train. We'll be home. Just getting back on the train now. We'll be home in 15. That is a quick train journey from Edinburgh to Essex in 15 minutes. That is impressive. Dean's, I assume you're referring to abuse for Chris. I've never seen anyone slagging him off, but if he says it's there, it's maybe there. We just haven't seen it. Leo saying, I just got back from my New York trip, went to the game against Man U. Would you like me to send some pictures and videos of the fans to you guys? Yeah, you can do. We'll do something. Send them over, and we'll use them in this show on Sunday for the Bournemouth game. David saying it's a minutes game. Why Ward-Prowse and Kilman starting again? Hopefully, only a half for each. Fearing for Irving on there. I might end up looking a bit silly here, but I'm going to predict neither of them start on Sunday. I think on Sunday you won't see Kilman start and you won't see Ward-Prowse start. I think you'll see. I have a feeling that you might see a change in the defence, but I think you'll see Todibo and Mavropanos start. No, Aguerd as well, actually. You might see Todibo, Mavropanos, and Aguerd at the back in that match. And then in midfield, you might see, I don't know if Alvarez will start, but you'll see Souček come back in. Maybe Rodriguez come back in. Would you go Fearing or Orford? Maybe would go do one of those as well. I don't know. I think you'll see a lot of changes for the Sunday game. I think, like I said, I might look stupid in Ward-Prowse and Kilman start on Sunday. I think we can sometimes maybe read too much into it, and I'm guilty of that as well. Jonathan Spector's on my screen. What a magnificent man. Sam says, watching first half tonight. Thank God it ain't that midfield three from the last game. Otherwise, we'd have fell asleep after 10 minutes. Mayhew says, playing the youngsters to get them minutes is important, but also maybe to show their ability to get some loan offers for other clubs. Bradley saying Potter has to rotate. Sorry, just texting Frankie. Potter has to rotate the squad. By the Lille home game, we should get a very good idea of who starting 11 is away to Sunderland. I completely agree with all that. Excited to watch Walker Peters, Doof, Casey, Potts, and Marshall. I think it's a bit fitness-based. And then Lille, I think you'll see the starting 11 play an hour or so. All right, Frankie's going to be in 10 minutes. He's sorted out his Sky, though, so we'll be in sync tonight. Happy days. Walker, I'm assuming you mean Walker Peters. I don't know if you mean Walker Peters or Ward-Prowse here. You've got a bit of both and a bit of neither, but let's move on. Dean saying, going to be weird to see Fodringham play his first game and goal for us. He played last summer. Freedom Sound saying, I remember you saying if Wise ever starts, we're in big trouble, are we? In a friendly, it's okay. I'm all right. With a friendly. I'm not going to get worked up about Wes Foderingham starting in a friendly. It's minutes. Minutes in his hands. Daniela saying this is a friendly. We're getting time in players' legs. 16 days until the league starts, remember. I don't see too many people complaining, to be fair. Some people are, but I think it's more about Ward-Prowse than anything else. For example, Robert said, Ward-Prowse, don't get it. One we're not seeing. I don't think there is anything. Well, actually, that's a lie. With Ward-Prowse, I think he'll start against Sunderland. But Scott saying, where can watch it? It's on Sky Sports, but there is a link to Discord in the description below. And if you go in that Discord, you may find people that can give you links that does not require Sky Sports. I could not say, and that's not even like a hint or anything. I don't know. I don't use it. Sam saying, I'm excited again to be able to count every sideways and backwards pass Ward-Prowse does. Lloyd saying, what do we think about Paqueta up top? He doesn't really play as a striker, so does he? He drops deep. It's almost like a bit of a free roll, which I'm okay with. I'd be okay with it if Bowen and Fulkrug was on the pitch with him as well, though. Just Marshall might be tough, but we'll see. Aaron says, everyone watching on holiday. I'm going to bed to watch it. Doubt I'll make it through the home game. Got to be up at 5. If I didn't do this as a job, Aaron, I'd be doing the same as you. I'd be watching it in bed. GB saying, if Paqueta was to stay this season, do you think Potter would use him in this position? It's hard not to think of that. This is the third friendly in a row that he's playing this formation. I would personally prefer him in midfield. Jordan saying, looking at Everton's side, it's nice to see we're not the only side with a thin squad. They've got a really thin squad, but they are assigning players, though. Adam Asnu is a fantastic signing for them. I'm a bit jealous about that one. No, we've got Juve, so I'm okay for that position, but I rate it. Adam saying he was in the West Ham shop and the shirt is nicer without the sponsor. Dan's enjoying my other channel. Dan, thank you. I wasn't going to plug it, but you kind of have. Kind of. Lee is saying Graham Potter's treating a pre-season friendly like a pre-season friendly. That's how I see it, honestly. That's how I see it as well. Simmons would like to see Mav Panos as the roaming centre-back. His play at Stuttgart, right wing-back, I'm sure piqued our interest enough, but we haven't seen him. He did a nice run against Man U down that right-hand side. Danny's saying excited to see these players together, the youngsters, and how to cope. David saying, how many changes have Everton made? Ooh, you're testing me now. They've made a few. They've definitely made a few. I can't remember who played against Bournemouth from the start. David saying, glad Potts staying. I hope he plays well like he did when he came. Think this could be his big season. Oak saying I should have done beef instead of chicken. It's me that prefers beef. She prefers chicken. We got chicken. We just didn't get around to it. We had chicken. It just wasn't a roast dinner. Jay's hoping Potts has a good game. I think the younger players play better when there's 2 or 3 of them sprinkled into the more established players. Makes sense. Phil saying it's refreshing to see a West Ham manager giving youngsters a chance. Kerry is saying Tart and Geo, highly recommended. I appreciate you, Kerry. Thank you very much. Nate's asking about Jacob Ramsey. I might discuss it tomorrow. It's the only rumour around at the minute, so we'll discuss it. Scott's saying, am I happy with the lineup? I'll discuss it in a minute when I get Frankie out of the green room and we'll have a little chat. Tommy's saying, what do we think James Ward-Prowse has done differently in the second spell? Because everyone seemed pretty happy when he got recalled last season. Personally, I think he's done the job required and been very tidy. It's a difficult, that's a full-on conversation, isn't it? I'm just going to skip it, Tommy. I'm not ignoring you because I've already clicked on it. It's not on YouTube. It's on Sky Sports only for UK view. I don't know where it's on elsewhere. Maybe Peacock if you're in America or something like that. Yeah, there you go. If you're in America, it's on Peacock. Chris saying this doesn't feel like pre-season because we were told for months last year to withhold judgment while you tinker. The thing is, were you told? I said it, but I never told you to think it. So I thought he just had like a big pot. I had a big pre-season, but that was just my opinion. I will never tell someone what to think. I don't like people that do that, and I don't like people tell. I hate when people tell other people what they should think and stuff like that. My opinion only. Right, I'm skipping to the end of the chat. Apologies if I missed your comment. Don't be shy, though. Keep them coming in. The only reason I'm skipping the chat is because A, I want to get Frankie in, and B, I want to have a look at the West Ham team and the Everton team in detail. Frankie, how's it going?
All good. How are you?
Tired.
Tired?
Yeah, I'm not sleeping very well at the minute. So a late night Saturday with you. You kept me up all night.
I did.
3 bad nights sleep. Now we're here. Tired.
Now we're here, ready to go again. You should be full of enthusiasm. Look at Paqueta's face.
Hey.
Look at Diouf.
You can be enthusiastic and tired.
No, not with West Ham, mate. You're buzzing no matter what happens. It just come on.
Okay, I'll be honest.
I'll tell you what will liven you up, Geo. The size of that new hammers on our third kit. Just have a look at that for 2 minutes, and that will inject life back into you.
I have a seizure.
Hammers. Massive hammers. That's what
seizure. I'll have a seizure. Get epilepsy looking at it. I will.
I love it, mate. I do. Just shove it in people's face and go, yeah, look, massive. I love it.
I reckon if you go up for a corner and on your way back down as your shirt's going up, I think that could poke people in the eye. I think that's a health hazard. That does, honestly. Someone's going to get a poked eye next season because of that big badge.
We should do everything massive from now on, Geo. Massive badges, massive everything, massive sponsors. Everything we do should be massive.
Massive payouts to Will Salt. Oh, wait, we're already doing that. Allegedly. Right, let's take a look at the West Ham starting 11. For those that don't know, we'll run through it quickly. And Everton starting 11, both are on your screen now. In goal for West Ham is Wes Foderingham. Right wing back is Kyle Walker-Peters. We're getting to see him for the first time in West Ham strip. Back three of Mavropanos, Kilman and Casey, with Juve continuing at left wing back. A new midfield three tonight. Well, two new midfielders in the three tonight. Got Freddie Potts with Andy Irving and James Ward-Prowse, who's captain, as Lucas Paqueta is up front with Callum Marshall. I'm going to get the Everton team in just a second when it comes background on the bottom. I don't know it off the top of my head. Travers, let me test myself. Travers in goal, Patterson, O'Brien, Keane, Michaelenko, Idrissa Ganagay, Armstrong, someone, McNeil and Di Beto. Oh, I can't pronounce his name. Egro Bunim. There you go. Yes, there you go. Yes. Full house. Sorted. I'm having that. Anyway, you've seen the West Ham team. What's your thoughts? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with it, to be honest. Like you say, it's a bit of a. We wanted to see Pot starts. He's in there. We wanted to see Paqueta start. He's in there, and a little surprise package with Marshall being up front. So yeah, I'm all for it.
It's not the 11 I would start, Frankie, but like I said, I think I can't whinge about Rodriguez, Ward-Prowse, Souček, and come on, he's done something differently. Pot starting. I feel a bit of a hypocrite if I start whinging about this as well. I like it. I'm looking forward to this more than I was looking forward to the Man U game.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because of the midfield.
Yeah.
And I think when I seen the Man U team come out, right, I always think in pre-season, what can we learn? Not just me or you or whoever's watching, but Graham Potter, what can he learn from today's game? And when the Man U team come out, I thought, well, nothing. Right? What? Like you're playing like what you already know. You're playing the midfield three that you know what their weaknesses are and their strengths are, and you should know that they don't really function together. And I thought we saw that. So I came away from the match thinking, what did we learn from the Man U? Well, actually, people's conversation was all around the substitutes, Potts, Veron. That's what we've learned. So tonight, I'm looking at the starting 11 and thinking, well, what can we learn tonight? And actually, quite a bit, to be honest with you. I think Mavropanos, has been the best centre-back under Graham Potter, so he's got a chance tonight. Potts is in there. Irving's in there. Walker-Peters is getting his start. Marshall's up front. Paqueta's back in the team with his first start of the summer as well. So I think actually tonight, quite a lot. I think we can take from this game depending on how they play and how they perform and stuff like that. So I'm all for it, actually. Just like I said, it's not the 11 I would start, clearly. I did a video earlier, but yeah, it's all right. I'm okay with it. I'm not disappointed or anything like that. Whereas against Man U, I was a little bit because of the midfield. Everton, you got any thoughts on that team? Anything you want to say about Everton?
Well, there's a few new players in there, aren't there? So it'll be interesting. Again, I kind of...
They haven't got any new players.
They've just been showing the Flamengo Alcaraz fella, whatever his name is.
He's on the bench.
Oh, he's on the bench.
And he was on loan last season.
Again, you just see him. He looks like he's a bit...
Oh, Travers, sorry.
Yeah, a bit ready. So, yeah, it's... to be honest, I don't know a lot about Everton. I don't know. They're showing and die there. I don't know a lot about him. It's one of them teams who I avoided like the plague last season because someone was pulling results out of nowhere, and we all knew what could come off the back of it and the conversations that would be had. So,
would you like to know anything? Well, I say, would you like to know my opinion on any of the players in particular, or not really?
Well, you can fire
away. No, you'll pick a player and I'll tell you.
I like it. You normally give us a nice, good sort of, you normally your
Travers
knowledge is good.
Travers a decent backup. Patterson I used to like a lot. He's not very good anymore. Kane, no. O'Brien, think he's great. Michaelenko, no. Igor Burnham, I'm okay with. Armstrong, haven't seen. On loan at Derby County last season, so I don't know who he is. But he's a central midfielder, more of a defensive midfielder, actually. So I think he's going to sit alongside Ghana, who is brilliant for his age. And it sounds a bit harsh, but he is well into his mid-30s. I don't know how old he is now, 36 or something, I'm guessing. I think he's one of Everton's best players last season. So I'd imagine he'll sit with Armstrong. and Igro Boonen will be the further forward one, which isn't his game. He's not really a number 10. But I remember him at QPR. He was very good at QPR, and he did score a few goals. So maybe he's going to be a bit of a wild card in this friendly. But I'd imagine Everton are going to be trying to get a new attacking midfielder in Jack Grealish, for example. That's why I think Grealish would be a good signing for them. I do think there's a vacancy in that number 10 position at Everton. And Dye, I think, is fantastic down that left side. So Walker-Peters / Casey, maybe, who's going to be playing right centre-back, they're going to get tested. And it's going to be a bloody good test they're going to get. And Dye is someone I rate highly. I think he's going to have a fantastic season. Beto did well under Moyes, but their new signing, Barry, is on the bench, who I've been watching quite a bit of over the last few weeks, just for research purposes. I like him, Frankie. It's a very Moyes striker. Presses really well, good in the air. So he is on the bench tonight. So we will see him at some point. And then Dwight McNeil, well, he's going to score from 25 yards out, isn't he? He doesn't score from anything else other than 25 yards. So we've got that to look forward to tonight.
If you think that Wally is going to pop up in outside our area and spank one in from 45 yards and Potts hasn't already closed him down and absolutely annihilated him, you got another thing coming to you. He won't have a minute on the edge of that box. Potts will be like that.
McNeil, looking at the team, McNeil's probably playing on the right-hand side because Ndiaye will be on the left.
He could be left, right, or anywhere else. Potts will be on him, I'll tell you.
He's going to be cutting in on his favourite foot, miles out.
Be there. Bang. Have that.
Well, I hope so. But Dwight McNeil, 25 yarder incoming. That's all he does.
If it does, he must still be on the pitch in the second half, and Potts got taken off, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe he was occupied by I can never pronounce his name. There's some names I'm never sure you pronounce him, but they signed him from Villa anyway.
Right, a fella on the screen now, Joe. He's a tall chap.
What, that tall guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he a basketball player?
Huge, the fella, isn't he?
He's got to be a basketball player. When I was doing the build-up show to the Man U game, there was a guy on TV I didn't recognise him, and the live chat was telling me he was a wrestler. Oh. I thought, what's he doing there then? Why is he there? Why? So I assume he's like a basketball player because it says NBA coming this fall. So I guess it's to promote the basketball season. That's Tim Howard, isn't it? Right?
Well, he can't be small, can he? Being an ex-goalkeeper, so he can't be.
Imagine not.
So look at the size of the fella compared to him. He absolutely makes him look tiny, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The poor woman presenter. Look how she's going to have a neck ache with him if he's around. Look,
she's not even pretending the similar height. Look, the blokes are like just looking up with their eyes, aren't they? She's craning her neck, having like a proper old look at him. But anyway, his belt's really annoying me. Why is his belt like that? I think it needs to be a couple of notches short.
Isn't it? Yeah. There's absolutely no point in wearing that whatsoever, is there?
He needs to tighten his belt. What's he doing, man? Anyway, I assume he's in. Is he an NBA player? I assume he is. Right then. Let's have a little look. Yeah, he is. Thank you, Sam. Saying he's a NBA player. Right, hang on. Where were we? Jamie says Dwight McNeil deal. That's good. Meal deal. I like that one. That's a good one, Jamie. 8 out of 10. I'm giving that one. Paul saying, don't forget, Geo, most of Moyes' signed strikers are pretty good. They just turn to rubbish when he plays tactics. Here's hoping 3-1 to West Ham. No, Barry does actually, when I've watched him, I can see him working in a Moyes team. You know, when like we signed Scamacca, I'd seen him play for Italy and that was it. But the more footage I watched prior to him playing for West Ham, the more I was thinking, I'm not sure about this. Whereas the more I watch of Barry, the more I think, actually, I get it. Thank you, Pitsy, for the £5 super chat. Appreciate that a lot. Again, for the third friendly this summer, I'm pretty sure I've turned off adverts for the live stream. So you're watching us live. You should have. You bloody better have had an advert before you came on, right? So when you clicked on, you better have watched an advert. Otherwise, YouTube's killing me here. But we've turned it off so you get no adverts during your stream with us, because people have complained last season, and I get it. I completely understand it, but it's my job. I need the money. But Pitt says £5 super chat. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot. Scott's saying they've got 0 centre backs in their lineup. Yeah, they do. Keaton and O'Brien, they're centre backs. They've got 2. Fortunes are saying, where is Grace sleeping? She's currently on my half of the bed. I don't think she's gone back to sleep just yet. So
Geo's out.
Not again. And the worst thing is we're doing it all again on Sunday. Sam had 2 adverts. For God's sake, you not watched it? Skip both of them. Irish had some. That's all right. As long as you don't have any during the stream. That's what we've tried to turn off. That's what we've done our best for. Tim saying, do you think Paqueta will still be here at the end of the transfer window? What do you reckon?
I mean, we've got to hold on to him, because without him at the moment, it would be dire situation. I mean, it's already, we know we need reinforcements in the midfield. To lose him as well is dangerous. I don't see him selling if no one comes the other way. I don't think they can. I think people would be up in arms. So, yeah, and unless we have a couple come in, I don't see him going out.
I think the club's stance on it's interesting, isn't it? Like, since they've been informed he's going to be cleared, suddenly the price that we'd accept has doubled and whatnot. So I think it just goes to show that we were perhaps willing to sell him for 30 million prior to discovering what the outcome with the FA was. So it's almost like, yeah, we'll sell him, but it's at your risk, and if he gets banned, then it's your fault, kind of thing. Whereas now, I hope we keep him, and I hope that there's a big part to play this season. I still think the club want to sell him, despite all the noise. There's everything coming. I seen a post from Sean tonight about Paqueta staying and how Paqueta is happy to repay his loyalty or something. But it says something like, if an acceptable bid doesn't arrive, and there's always that little part added on, which basically says, which suggests that we still want to sell him. We're just saying the opposite at the minute, which is probably the right stance for the club to take, which is we don't want to sell him, and our price tag 60 million, 70 million. I'm not offended by that. I think that's a fair price tag. I don't think anyone will pay it. But I think what they're doing is they're showing commitment to Paqueta whilst leaving the door open if someone does want to come and sign him, if that makes sense, which I'm okay with that stance. Every player's got a price as far as I'm concerned. That's why when the club says, oh, he's not for sale at any price, I think, well, that's a lie, isn't it? Because would you reject 200 million for Jared Bowen? No, you would not. So we now agree you would sell him, right? So we can discard that quote you've just said there, that he's not for sale at any price. Now it's about negotiating what the actual cost is. Stuart saying, why do the indoors keep banging on about Suzuki? I don't care that he's been dropped from the Parma squad. He's not coming to West Ham. No hope. He's obviously off elsewhere. You not got anything tired about that, Frankie?
No.
That's what Frankie thinks of it. He just ignores it. He ignores me as well as the knows. He ignores everyone. His kid's waiting for his tea. It's 20 past 11 at night. He's at the kitchen table.
He won't wait for his dinner, mate. I tell you that. If he's
boy.
hungry, he lets you know about it. He's wild around a bit of food.
Good boy. Mancunian saying, do we reckon Potter will still be West Ham manager in January?
Oh, what a question.
I think he will be.
You think he will?
Yeah, I think we'll do... I think we might just do enough just to keep our head above the water.
Well, if you're going yes, I'll go no, Geo, just for a bit of interest.
You don't have to disagree.
Well, because I'm on the fence, and it's no good being on the fence, is it? So if you've gone one way, I'll go the other.
Fair enough. Disagreeing says, I honestly reckon Paqueta will be amazing for us next season. I'm really trying to be positive, but more summer goes on, the more concerned that we're going to be in a dogfight towards the bottom. James is saying, has our opinion on the Gerd changed? I seem more positive about him.
Are you more positive about
him? Yeah, I guess so. I think because I was very sell him, and I probably still would sell him because it's pre-season friendlies, so I don't think he's looked great, by the way, in the final. I don't think he's looked bad. I just don't think he's looked good either. He's looked okay. I've been enjoying his distribution, though. I have enjoyed that aspect of his game. Those long diagonals out to Wan-Bissaka, I have enjoyed that. And I think you're going to play a back three. I think it's important that you've got options like that in amongst your defensive line. So that I'm pleased about. But my concerns about Nathan Gerrard is that he's not suited to the Premier League, the physicality, the aerial duels. He's not going to get tested like that. And I know we're playing Premier League opposition, but it's not going to have a tempo of a Premier League game or anything like that. I think my concern with the Gerrard is I am more positive about him recently because I'm just discussing him as I see him. He's done okay. But my concern is that come Sunderland, first game in, he starts and he's struggling again because we're back to the Premier League. And so if a bid came in of 20 million or something, I'd accept it, because also this season we'd have the likelihood that Wan-Bissaka, Doof and Gerrard all go to the African Cup of Nations. And I think that's losing 3 of your back 5 is that makes me nervous. Albeit this is the last season, because the next African Cup of Nations, which is in 2027, is actually hosted in the summer, believe it or not. Because it's in a different region. It's the first time it's been in that region for about 30 years or something. So because of the weather, they're able to host the African Cup of Nations in June and July in 2027. So it'll be the last time it impacts us for like 5 years. So there you go. A little bit of nugget of knowledge you perhaps did not know. Anyway, we are 8 minutes away from kickoff. Bradley says, positive Geo and Frankie. I think we will finish top 8.
I think that we're good enough to finish mid-table. I don't think we should be in any dramas, but
love it, you two, Bradley and Frankie. I like that. I don't agree with that, but I like it. Crowded saying, all respect and thanks, but I'd be lying if I didn't want to get one over on Moyes tonight. Colm saying, I concur, Potter will get us into mid-table and we'll be in a better position to attract better players. This window doesn't look great. Sean said, apart from Ward-Prowse, I'm happy with that lineup. My missus is Casey's auntie.
Nice.
Your missus is Casey's auntie. Wow, that's nice. I like that. I hope she's staying up to watch it and she's not away to bed or anything. That's her nephew. She better be glued to the TV tonight, Mrs. Mullins. You better be watching this game. Right then, can I take this opportunity to point you in direction of our Patreon, because tomorrow, or right now, is the last time you can join and be entered into the July giveaway. July giveaway's top prize is a match-worn pair of boots, which was worn by Martin Noble. We've got a signed Martin Noble shirt, a signed Martin Noble captain's armband. You might be thinking, hang on, that's the raffle. Slightly different. That's got the match-worn Martin Noble shirt. Lots of Martin Noble stuff we're giving away this one. But if you were to join Patreon today or tomorrow, you'll be entered into draw automatically. However, let me be clear here. If you join up as a trialist, you will not be included. It's only for people that actually pay. So the trialist benefit is you get to watch all the videos and stuff for a week before you commit any money, but you cannot access the giveaway as a trialist for, I think it's obvious reasons. You're not giving us any money. We're not going to be sending off a pair of match war Martin Noble boots to someone that's literally paid £0, right? So it's from £3.60 per month that you can join up. Go to patreon.com/Hammers Chat, or you just type in Hammers Chat Patreon into Google. That'll be your first result. We'll be live tomorrow at some point in the morning or early afternoon with our version of our player ratings from tonight's game as well. Lots of stuff over there. Go check out, and it's the best way of supporting the channel. Right then, Frankie, 5 minutes to kick off. What are you looking forward to seeing tonight? If you could see 5 things tonight, guaranteed, right? You got 5 wishes.
5 wishes.
Yeah.
You the first one, because I think this is quite important now. A full crew goal at some point. Potts looking again like he's ready for first team football.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Diouf looking back to what he did against Grasshoppers, looking a bit more positive, getting more on the front foot. Give us that bit of positivity from him again. Mavropanos shoring up the back line, because I think we've looked a bit shaky against Man United. So I want to see us looking a bit more solid. And it would be lovely to see Marshall notch again. I mean, if he can get from 2 matches he's been involved in, then that'd be great.
That's 5 good wishes. People in the live chat, let us know your wishes, please. Get them into the live chat. You can just give us 2 if you want to give us 2, but if you've got 5, give us 5. Stuart saying energy in midfield. Also, please do drop a like on the video by clicking the thumbs up button and subscribe to you here. If you like the video, when someone comes into YouTube and puts in West Ham Everton, this will be their #1 result. If you guys like the video, so massive thank you for your support. Harold would like a feed on minutes as well. I get that. Sean says that Kieran Casey's auntie, his missus, is a Hammers fan, but he's the one that's the diehard. I love that. I like this one. Bradley says Irving hat trick and Doof to set them all up. I can get behind that. Sam says no Rodriguez 5 times.
I think Sam's about right.
Mick says Paqueta magic. Cyber says Sullivan sells up. Well, let's keep it to the game, please. That's everyone's #1 wish, but there's not much that can happen here. And don't reply and say Andy Irving take a shot that flies out and hits Sullivan in the head and kills him. Right? That's not a wish. You cannot have that wish either. I don't even know if he's there. Is he in America? Don't know. Keith would like to see Doof assisting Marshall. John would like to see Doof scoring. There's a lot of Doof wishes here. Harry would like to see Potts and Marshall play well. Chippy would like to see Sullivan tell the truth. Demenji says, not my #1 priority, but a win would be nice. What is your #1 priority then? Can't get over it. Can't get out of it like that. Come on. You can have that. You can have a win would be nice. We agree. But what's your wish? James would like to bring back Pocketez. We've got Graham saying we'd like to see amazing distribution from Wes. Sumo would like to see Alvarez, who's not even playing, to do a sliding tackle that takes out Moyes. Paperball says Ward-Prowse direct free kick top bins. In a weird way, I almost don't want to see that because he'd finally scored a free kick and it's an unfriendly. I've watched him try and score a free kick for two years now. Had enough. Corky's asking if we have a match clock. No, we don't. We'll tell you when it's kick-off, though, so you can sync with us if you wish. We don't have a clock. We've got those graphics for the league games, but you can't use them on the software we're using tonight. And I did debate setting it up for us tonight, Frankie, but there's a lot of stuff you have to learn in order to do it, and I didn't want to put that pressure on you. Maybe we'll do it for the Bournemouth game on Sunday if you're joining me then.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
Let me have a look and see if it's even available for this match. It's the 30th today, yes, right, so. No, the friendly's unavailable, so we wouldn't be able to get there.
Is it time we gave up on these American tours, though, Geo? Looking at that stadium and how many people are in it, do you see the value in it? Is it making much of a difference to our global awareness? Or
no,
what?
but it's making money. It's making money. There was an article I read last night or this morning, can't remember now, and Man United are getting paid $7.5 million to be playing in this little tournament, and that's the most. So we're probably maybe getting paid $5 million or something for participating in this tournament. So suddenly it makes sense why we're there, right?
Yeah,
£5 million for just over a week's work. It probably pays Kyle Walker-Peters' signing on fee. So it's it's quite a bit of money.
Football had a boom in America, didn't it? They really hoped and they really went for it, but it's just fizzled out. It's just they've lost so much interest over there now.
The thing is, though, right? To be fair, there's a couple of Hammers Chat patrons at the game tonight. There was a couple of Hammers Chat patrons at the game on Saturday. Brian went, and do you want me to show you his banner, Frankie?
Show me the banner.
You sent me a picture of him with his banner, and he was at the game. I'm assuming he won't mind me showing it on here. I don't think he will. I think he'll be all right. So let me have a look. I'll go away. I don't want the smart features. No, piss off. No, I don't want the smart features. Go away. I don't know what it is, but I don't want it. Go away. Just want it an old school inbox. Thank you. Right, image 2639. Let's get this. Let's get this up. Right, it's probably kicking off in real time, but are you just a way to get the coin toss at your end, Frankie? Is that what you're
literally? Yeah, I just see
we're in
Graham
sync.
out.
Right, let's have a little look. Image. I can't remember what I said it was called now. I'll find it. Image _2 something, wasn't it? I don't know. Here we go. Got it. Right, you ready? This is one of our patrons. He was at the game on Saturday night against Man United, and here's his banner, Frankie.
Hey, we like that.
So that's what he took with him.
Very good.
And he informed me that a couple of the players like wave / clap / smiled at him while he held up his banner. Now I'm not going to name the players, but he told me who they were. So yeah, that's the banner we had at the match.
Interesting. Oh, we're doing a huddle, Geo. We're doing a togetherness huddle. I'm a big fan of those.
Oh yeah. What would you say? You're the captain of West Ham right now. You're James Ward-Prowse. You're doing the huddle. What are you saying?
Well, it should all be done. Everyone should know that.
Come on! Give us the pep talk in the huddle, Frankie. I want it,
mate. Believe you me. If I'm a captain of this football team right now, I would be looking at them. Just
I think
they know what to expect. You don't have to say anything to know what you need as a captain.
I would try and turn into Ray Winston.
Oh, that's dressing room turn out though, isn't it? That's in the dressing room beforehand, before you walk on the pitch. When you walk out on the pitch, it's game time.
Oh, you slags! You know what you gotta do. Don't let that Dwight McNeil cunt score from 25 yards. That's what I'd be saying in the huddle.
I've got to be honest, Gio.
Oi, Potser, fucking sort him.
I think I've heard quite a few impressions from Gonzo, and I might have to give the title of impressionist to Gonzo, mate. I'm afraid.
That's fine. I'm not very good at impressions.
He's quite good in the old Gonzo.
Yeah, he's not too bad.
Pretty sharp round him.
Yeah. Right, it's kick off. We're 18 seconds in. Mavpanos is holding the ball on the middle of the pitch. Someone's injured. Dwight McNeil
was on the floor.
See, there you go. It's my pep talk. Paqueta's got him already. There you go. Paqueta's trying to kill him. Should have.
Oh, he's let him in. Oh,
you're just ahead of me. I don't know what you're groaning about here. Oh yeah, I see it now.
Marshall was in, mate. Terrible defending from them, and Marshall unlucky not to put us one in front. Probably should have done, to be fair. I think
how are you slightly ahead of me? We've got the same source.
Same app, yeah.
A few minutes because I'm Scottish. A big mistake from Michael Keane there. Just passed it back without looking, and Marshall should be doing better, to be honest.
Yeah, I just think it surprised him. I mean, he's got caught cold a little bit there, I think, and maybe just snatched it a little bit.
Real deal. We know we're behind. We're not watching this with satellite on TV. Frankie's in his shed. I'm in my office. I don't have a TV up here. Yes, we're behind. We've explained we're on Sky Go multiple times already.
The old Sky Go.
I never understand why people point out, though, you're behind. Oh, fucking hell. Damn it. I wish I knew that. Oh, Jesus. I thought I was watching it on my TV downstairs. Kelman fouling bet up. You're going to have to do the commentary because you're slightly further ahead of me.
Yeah, no, very happy to do a bit of commentary. You've trying to overlap there, but we've opted to come inside instead. But that's what we want to see from him. We want to see him getting up that line and pushing them back, really. If he's going to make them runs, it just causes their right-sided player just to question how far he wants to push forward. So I like that. It puts them on the back foot a little bit.
What time are you on? What's your timer on?
2:57.
How are you 20 seconds ahead of me? I'm not happy about this.
Terrible ball from Mavropanos. That's where Mavropanos lets himself down time and time again. Gave the ball away so cheaply, not under pressure, trying to force the play and nowhere near a good enough ball.
I've hard closed my app. Now I can load it back up again. Play.
Looks like Casey's the centre of the three defenders. Kilman on the left, Mavropanos on the right. But we're definitely playing our wide defenders in Diouf and Walker-Peters higher than when we started against Man United, which is what I said I wanted to see. So that's good.
What time are you on now?
3:48.
Ugh, I don't know. Anyway, if anything happens, Frankie will react and I will react slightly afterwards. Fuming.
Are you on a desktop browser or on a phone?
It's on my iPad.
Yeah, that might be why.
Why, are you on your computer?
Desktop, yeah.
Oh.
Add it as an extension in Chrome. Ward-Prowse out wide, free kick. Opportunity to put a good ball in here. He's been getting stick all week about missed a set piece. So here's his chance to show what he's got.
I think we should sub on the NBA player, get his head on this.
That's the one we need. Lovely turn. Unlucky. Casey turned inside. Did the hard bit and then gave the ball away with a bit of a panic pass, to be honest. I think in his head he was thinking, I've got to get back and defend. So, yeah, I think Casey's just panicked a little bit there. Nice to see Mavropanos give him a little high five, though, and, just giving a bit of reassurance to the young lad. Potts dropping in here and trying to get the play linking up. Good ball into Paqueta. Paqueta gets his heels clipped and wins a free kick. The old referee's getting very excited. Mavropanos with his foot on the ball, over to KC and straight out to Kilman. Paqueta really trying to link up the play over that side, which is good. Just rushing things a little bit at the moment. We've just got to settle down. Oh, Fodringham, iffy kick out there. Hits one of the Everton players' heads and luckily for us, doesn't come to anything, but a very dodgy kick from Wes.
Graham, we're watching it on Sky. It's on Sky Sports. There is a link to Discord in the description below. And sometimes people put links in there that you may find useful. So it might be worth a look.
Yeah, from what I've just saw there, I wouldn't say Wes was a better ball-playing goalkeeper. That was very, very iffy. And Wes is just from a time and an era where there weren't as much focus of playing with your feet. So, yeah. Still very organised when we're defending here. We're very much back into that 5 in an exact line across the back when we're defending. 2 in front now with Potts and Irving, and then Paqueta sort of linking up as a front 3, to be honest. But Paqueta's staying very high with Ward-Prowse and Marshall. Yeah, as the commentator said, it very much is a low block with 5. It is so defensive in when we're out of possession. Offside though, held our line well. Here we go. Wes has got a test of his feet there, but he deals with it quite well. Big clearance from Casey. Marshall's done well to win the ball back in. Unlucky. Marshall won possession back really well. Tried to get Diouf released really quickly. Unfortunately, it was just too strong a pass, and it goes out for an Everton throw. But that was positive. That's what you want to see: picking up the ball and moving it quick and trying to make something happen. Marshall did well there.
Fluffy, we've seen your question. We will get to it when there's a break in play. There's a drinks break or something. We'll tackle your question then. I think Marshall's been pressing quite aggressively, actually. Whenever Everton had the ball and he's in and around it, he's quick as well. Marshall. He's not someone I'd describe as being rapid, but I quite like his acceleration, and he's keen to chase the ball.
Ball's gone across our box. The defender, Casey, maybe got a hand on it, but the ref waves play on. He was falling to the ground. That new rule: if you fall into the floor and the ball hits your hand, then it's not a penalty. So, letter of the law. I think we're all good there and right decision.
Yeah, I'm not having that as a handball.
Different role for Ward-Prowse this than the last 2 matches he's played, and at the moment he's a bit like an headless chicken. This is the Ward-Prowse of last season, not the positive Ward-Prowse of the last 2 friendlies that we've had. So he's playing further forward. He's not dropping in. He's not trying to be that one of those deep pivots in the midfield. He's trying to play further forward, and what he was doing the best in the last 2 games was getting the ball on the half turn and trying to get the ball moving. So we've kind of taken it out of him and playing him a bit higher now. So
I think there's the communication between Paqueta, Ward-Prowse and Marshall when we're pressing. It's not great. There's been 2 occasions now where Ward-Prowse has clearly been told to sort of close down Michaelenko when we're out of possession. So he's moving over to the right to take care of their left back. But often Paqueta's coming over and closing down O'Brien, and Marshall's sort of not got anyone to press. So there's a bit of teething problems with our press here at the minute between Ward-Prowse, Marshall and Paqueta for some reason.
Very wayward pass from Everton now. Gives us the ball. Throw in midway between our own half.
I think Moisey, believe it or not, has sprung a bit of a tactical surprise on us here, because the way I'm seeing this Everton
good
team...
ball from Paqueta to Marshall. Marshall's done really well. Totally wrong-footed the defender, and we've won a free kick right on the edge of their box. This is again one for Mr. Set Piece. If Ward-Prowse could point at a spot where he wanted a free kick, maybe slightly wider, but it might be just a little bit too central. But he'll fancy this.
Yeah, it's this is where you put the ball down, like you said, maybe a few yards to the left, but good play by Marshall to completely skin Michael Caine.
Done well, didn't he? Really good. Just totally wrong-footed him.
What's this "We Don't branch" or whatever on the bottom of our shirt? What's that about?
Yeah, I don't know where that's come from. That's just popped up. I haven't seen it before, so yeah, don't know.
Just randomly, Kurt Zuma's no longer a West Ham player. His contract came to an end at the end of June, so he became a free agent. So he's no longer a Hammer.
Paqueta looks like the one who fancies it. No, he skipped over it, and very delayed reaction from Ward-Prowse. Oh, it's just wide of the post. So unlucky. That was near. Would that have counted, Geo? Would that have been his first?
No.
No, we're not having it.
It's not a competitive game.
I think if it's on target, the keeper gets there, to be honest. Sponsor for the tournament.
How is that what it is? Have Everton got it? Or is it just our own sponsor? Must be our own one. I don't see an Everton shirt.
No.
Hey, look at Joshua. He's steaming. He's just been to Oasis.
We have it.
Have you got your tickets sorted yet?
Do you know what? I was going to have one tonight. They've gone down to about 300 quid now. I reckon come the end of the week, I'll nick one for a couple of £100. So yeah, I'm glad I've hung around and not done a grand on one. The youth, has he been fouled there? Yeah, he's big scream from the youth there. He sound absolutely screaming in pain. I don't think there's much in that. He'll be up. He'll be all right. Up you get some. Yeah, they've been a little bit niggly so far, Everton. They have.
Lovely pass from Paqueta to Juve, though. This is what he didn't get against Man U. There was no one giving him that pass at all. Souček, Ward-Prowse, Rodriguez weren't doing it. Agard behind him wasn't doing it. Fulkrug wasn't doing it. There was just no passes at all going out to Juve. And that pass there from Paqueta, excellent. Marshall nearly found him earlier on as well. So in the first 15 minutes, he's had 2 opportunities that he didn't really get on Saturday night.
We are reacting at 14 minutes and 52 seconds.
I'm 20 seconds behind you.
Ball again, though, Geo. Goes to the first man at the front post. Just, I get really frustrated when set pieces don't beat the first man. It's just like such a waste of time. We've got a bit of a train Southgate move here with all of our big lumps, and Mavropanos probably should have done better there. The ball actually come to him. I like how Diouf filled in there though while the big boys were up. It's organised again, Geo, is what I would say. I'm not saying it's the most exciting. I certainly weren't happy with the Man United performance, but I was commenting saying everyone seems to know what they should be doing, and similar story here.
Let's test Frankie. Paper ball is saying who's having the most possession. I've just had a look. What do you reckon? How much possession you reckon we've had?
68%.
Ooh, 60.
Okay.
So we've had more possession than Everton. Neither keepers had anything to do, though, have they?
No, we haven't. Other than that Marshall one very early on.
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
Casey into Ward-Prowse. Casey's given the ball away cheaply. Casey isn't having a good game. He looks very nervous and shaky. Everton counter-attacking now. Backing off, and it's 1-0.
They've scored.
Yeah, just backed off. Awful from Casey, and then just didn't commit to the tackle. Just let him run into the area. Just such poor defending again. Who backed off him? There was one particular defender you got to call out here. Oh, surprise, surprise, Max Kilman. Didn't commit to make the tackle. Then it was a simple pass. Job done. Max Kilman, terrible. But again, we just keep giving the ball away so cheaply. It's just no need for it. Like, this is quite a habit.
It's poor communication as well, because Casey's going back, Kilman comes over, and then once Idrissa Gana Gueye goes on the overlap, goes on the outside, Casey's now back in front of Armstrong. Kilman should be moving over, but there's no communication between the pair of them. They both end up blocking the route for Armstrong to have a shot when Kilman should be going with the runner and leaving Casey with Armstrong. Really bad pass from Casey, though.
I can't disagree with the chat though, Geo, that Kilman's stock is getting lower and lower all the time. I mean, if you was going to sell him now, what'd you get for him? 20 mil?
Not much. Saying that, Wolves are getting a bit desperate. Maybe they'll have him back. They're not having fun. The Wolves fans are not enjoying it at the minute. They got beat again today.
Did they?
Yeah, 3-1.
It's become very sloppy, this, all of a sudden. Very sloppy. Walker Peters done well there, linking up with Ward-Prowse. Good tackle from, I think it was Mikalenko. Casey's looked nervous all night. He had to have that reassurance from Mavropanos earlier. He doesn't look a happy chappy out there at the moment, Gio, I've got to say. Looks like a bit of a rabbit in the headlights.
Yeah, I agree. But someone needs to get their arm around him because he's still got, 20 minutes left of this half.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing till half time at the earliest, so someone just
That's a better ball. Puts Paqueta in a good space. He tries to slot Marshall in, but I don't think that was the ball. He had two defenders to get between Marshall there, and when like the pitch is just going to run out before he's going to catch up with the ball. It was never the right decision, that, unfortunately. Potter is doing the useless 5 at the back, and it is so deep out of possession. It is frustrating. Come on, Casey, lad, get your head up. Get back in the game. He just turned on the half turn there, but he's just been smothered. It's just he looks like a boy out there, Gio. Looks like a boy out there. He looks like he's just.
Beto is a handful, too.
Yeah, but these are the tests you've got to have.
Yeah, but this is where you want your senior centre backs. He's got 2 senior centre backs either side of him. Neither of them are marking anyone directly, really. This is where one of them needs to say to Casey, let's swap positions for just 5 minutes. I'm going to take care of that big lump up front, and you just have a bit of a breather and just start keeping it simple.
To be honest, Gio, you're absolutely bang on. And how Potter has thought that this is a good idea of leaving Casey as the central striker up against this fella is it's the wrong decision.
Good learning curve for him, I guess. Bless him. I feel sorry for him. He's doing his best, but Beto is just a strong striker.
Yeah, Potts is looking for the ball here. Little 1-2 with Irving. Fires it into Marshall. Back to Irving again. Yeah, I'm on Casey. Working it across the back now. Mavropanos into Potts. Trying to force it through the middle and again just give the ball away. Just Potts looked, he thought, do I go wide to Diouf? Changed his mind, tried to force the play through the middle and just gives the ball away. Just running out of ideas in the final third again, Gio. It's quite a common thing. Drinks break, Gio. Drinks break.
The pass from Potts into Paqueta there, I don't think it was the wrong one. I think it was just a bit unlucky. On another day, I think Paqueta controls that. I actually want to see more of those passes from Potts. Those ones trying to get through the lines, trying to get it into the attacker's feet.
The thing with it, Gio, though, it's the same as what we had last season. It's okay playing that pass to Paqueta, but he's got pretty much 3 defenders round him once he receives that ball. Last season, I think the reason why Kudus weren't as effective, why we didn't create as many chances, is we don't create 1v1s. The only time we sort of slipped the ball through to Marshall was in the first few minutes. We haven't seen any more of that. I want to see Diouf being given the ball one-on-one with their fullback, trying to get run at him. And we just
we didn't give it to Marshall. It was a pass back.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. No, you're spot on there.
Just watching the highlight of the goal here.
We have to get our players in more 1v1 situations. We didn't do it enough last season, and we're not doing it enough again now.
It's frustrating. But this is where a drinks break, someone get a hold of Casey, tell him to forget about his mistake, get your pecker up, get on with it.
I might have a drinks break too, Geo, to be honest.
You go have a drinks break. Wonder what he's off to get. I finished my bottle of water. What's he gone and fetched?
Back post, Ward-Prowse heads it across. Paqueta spins as a shot, but it's flown over the crossbar. Paqueta, for some reason, wants a handball, and the ref points for a goal kick.
I dislike you being ahead of me. I hate my Sky Go. Damn you.
Oh, it's a good one too. Everton slipped wide. Again, what we're not doing, what they've just done here. Kilman's done well. Kept it in play as well. Now get your head up and move the ball. There we go. Potts on the half turn. Let's bring it forward. Out to Mavropanos. I love the fact that Potts always is looking for the ball.
Yeah.
There's a good ball to Diouf. Now he's 1v1. Take him on. Hesitated, but played it inside to Potts in a bit of space. Flicked over to Ward-Prowse, too long. Out for a goal kick. What did you make of that one, Geo? Right pass to try and get it over the top there, or?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you still not seen it?
Got it. Yeah, he's just gave it back to Potts now. Yeah, I'm not against that, Frankie. He's trying. I sit here and whinge when it's sideways and backwards and it's safe, and it's like, where's the creativity? We need to try something. I want to see our midfielders take risk, be encouraged to take risk, and see not vilified for taking risk. And that was just unlucky. It was half a yard too far. Not the end of the world. Do it again next time. Hopefully, Ward-Prowse gets it, and if he does, he's in on goal. So I'm okay with that type of pass. Like Irving's cross to Ward-Prowse, it was a bit overhit, but he's getting it in the box. I'm okay with that. So yeah, I want to see us trying to create something. I much prefer our midfielders to do that little dink than turn and just give it to the other central midfielder.
This Everton press is so much better than our press. It's unreal. They have just worked there brilliantly, and very, very unlucky not to win the ball in a very good position there. They all moved. You saw every one of their players press together. Very, very good from Everton there. And we've just given the ball away cheaply again. It's just a common factor, Geo, just giving the ball away all the time.
Yeah, she was
good
saying,
tackle from Diouf, though.
We got lucky to get that free kick.
Oh, lovely one too with Diouf, and their defender holds him off quite easily, to be honest. There,
get me excited here.
Diouf's got it on the edge of their box. Oh, tried to play it into Potts, and Potts does really, really well. Mavropanos easily dispossessed. At the moment, Geo, stronger. And there's a lovely ball in here. What a ball. Kilman's got to get there, and he does well again, Kilman. There's 2 moments Kilman's had there, and he's done so much better. There's a ball to Walker-Peters. Does well. We just go back too often, Geo. Yeah, Kilman did do well there. Done really good.
Yeah, I've just seen it.
Oh, Casey sold the ball short again. Don't you just, when something's in slow motion, you can see it happening before it happens,
Yeah.
but you're just there going, please don't do it. And then he did it. And it was like, what have you done? Having a horrible time of it here. I've got to be honest, if I'm Potter watching this, I know you might hope that he does something happens that builds his confidence. But on the flip side, it could just be a downward spiral. I would personally be looking at changing something here because he's getting a really tough time of it.
I feel sorry for him. When you're playing like that as a footballer, it feels like a lonely place on the pitch at times. You just want the time to go quick.
Yeah.
You stop enjoying it. And I feel really sorry for him, actually. He needs a good moment. If he can get a good tackle and win a good header or something like that, just give him a little bit of confidence quickly. He'd be all right.
Yeah, and there's comment that Sam was saying take him off. I don't think we're saying take him off. I think we just move him into a different position in the back three. Just get him away from Beto, get him away from needing to be that middle ball playing defender. But the thing is, Kilman's looking better on the left.
Yeah, well, Kilman's left-footed, so maybe swap him with Panos and say, right, you're up against Ndai now, who's quicker, but it's a less physical battle for you.
Potts has just flown into a tackle there. Absolutely brilliant. Irvin's had a shot, really unlucky. Potts there, the challenge was out of this world, mate. I think he's got a bit of a knock, bit of an injury from it, though. This is a bit of a worry. He don't look happy. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned here for Potts, Gio.
Yeah, I'm wanting to see a replay of the tackle.
Max, in the chat, Max has said about anyone giving Casey needs to whatever. I don't think anyone's giving him. I think we're all feeling sorry for him. I think we're all gutted for him that it ain't going the way that we'd hoped. This just isn't the game for him right now. And, with players like this, you have to protect them. And, we're just saying that he's being hung out to dry a little bit at the moment. It's a real poor position for him up against this Beto of Everton.
Well, he's just said the same thing everyone else is saying, which is he's a young lad playing his deepest centre-back under pressure. That's what everyone else is saying. But anyway, YouTube, welcome to the world of it. You can please some people, but not everyone. Is Potts up yet? Yeah, he's okay. Potts is all right. He's up on his feet. I was just going to say, I think just as part of that play, it was a good tackle from Potts and a decent effort by Irving. But just prior to that, I thought Walker-Peters was doing all right with Paqueta down that right-hand side. I think we've been all right since the water break, actually. I think there's been a bit more intensity to us. I feel like we're moving the ball a little bit quicker. And this happened against Man U as well. After the water break, we seemed to just perk up a little bit. I'm not against that tackle from Potts. I know it's a friendly, but...
Gee, have you noticed that Idrissa Gueye, every time he has a drink, he goes down on one knee? Why does he do that? Like every time he has a drink, he goes on one knee to have a drink. Very odd behaviour.
I have no idea.
Oh, shot from Ward-Prowse, unlucky. Marshall, Paqueta and Ward-Prowse working well in the Everton box there. Very, very unlucky. Created a shooting opportunity that was blocked. Just keeping an eye on Potts, making sure he's moving okay. He should want the ball here, which he does. Yeah, he's fine. Well covered by Kilman there. In fact, all the defence worked well across the line there. Mavropanos pressed high. Walker-Peters had to sort of try and cover him, and then Kilman come across. That was much more organised from the defence. Just feels like there's a bit of more confidence to what Everton do, Gio. Does that make sense? Like everything, passes seem sharper. Like everything seems to be done with a bit more confidence than what we do it.
To some extent, yeah, they're a bit more direct, and it's not long ball because it's on the deck. They are a bit more quicker and direct than we are. That's for sure. But like I was saying earlier, Moyes has done a bit of a tactical surprise here because Everton are actually playing three at the back themselves because Michaelenko's playing like left centre back and Dwight McNeil's a left wing back, and then we've got Patterson as a right wing back over there. So he's sort of matched up a little bit with what he anticipated us to do because he's got Ndai. He's not really a striker. He's playing just off Beto, as is Armstrong. So there's been a little bit of tinkering by Moisey for this match.
Corner for Everton now.
Need 35 minutes on the clock for anyone joining us. 1-0 Everton.
Need a nice, good, strong head on this. Nice and confident. Get it away. And, it falls to an Everton player at the back post, but it's blocked. Put the ball back in the box. Michaelenko gets his head on it, but well wide and never a danger. What's your take so far, Gio? How do you think the first half is going?
I feel like it's a continuation of what we've seen so far in pre-season. I think I can sort of see some things Potter's trying to implement and...
Oh, no.
Oh.
I really thought we'd given the ball away to Gay, and he was in again now. Irvin just falling over. They say it's a foul. I mean, it was a certain goal if the ref hadn't given a free kick.
Obviously, in penalty, they let that go, don't they? And then go to VAR.
Yeah. And just again, Gio, it's another. And what did we say? What was one of the wish lists? I hope Mavropanos kind of shores up the defence and stops us looking so shaky. But we don't. We look as shaky as ever. But we've got 5 at the back here and still looking so vulnerable.
Thing is, all of Everton's chances are coming from our own errors. It's not like when Everton have the ball, I feel like we're defending okay against them. It's individual mistakes inflicting pressure upon ourselves, which is what we're seeing quite a lot under Potter, actually. How many games did we come away from thinking, well, if this player didn't do that or this player didn't do that, then we'd be all right. So I think there's a lot of individual mistakes we need to cut out.
So much more physical, Gio, so much more aggressive. Just we're just really struggling with them, to be honest.
Let me get comfy.
Get comfy, Geo.
Yeah, I am. Getting comfy.
They've completely nullified our wide players here as well. Diouf's not had a look in, and he's always got men round him. They've totally taken his threat out. And Walker Peters, I don't know, Gio, at the moment, again, I'd be screaming for Wan-Bissaka out here just to try and make something
We'll
happen.
get there at half-time, Fluffy. I promise you. It's here. It's here. Look. It's right there. I've got it. It's right there. It's to hand. We'll do it at half-time. 8 minutes, Fluffy. And then we'll talk about Guilherme.
What am I drinking? Said Michael. All I had in the fridge was a cherry Coke. I mean, it's the worst drink I could be drinking now at
we didn't drink it at this time.
midnight.
But that is a top-tier drink. I love cherry Coke.
Yeah. Oh, what are we doing? Just giving the ball away again. They come flying at us. We're backing off. Casey does well, gets the block in. Well done. How many times do we want to give the ball away, though, and cause them to break like that?
It's another big individual error, though, isn't it? Yeah, Casey does really well there. Well done, kid.
Go on, then slip him in. Paqueta had an opportunity to get Marshall on. Marshall out to Diouf. Diouf's going to whip this one in. Poor ball from Diouf. 70% possession, Geo, but just doing nothing with it.
70%.
269 passes. 269 passes to their 117. We've actually had better pass accuracy than them, but the problem is when we put a wayward pass in it, it nearly gives them a goal. Playing head tennis at the moment. Get the ball down. Oh, Mavropanos has gone for a long diagonal ball to the Diouf, slipped over, but their players headed it out for a throw. Taken quickly, and Marshall gives the ball away.
I like this comment. I've never known a possession-based side be so careless in possession.
Yeah, great comment.
Yeah, I like that one.
Potts, well done, El Chico. Ward-Prowse. Oh, Paqueta's now gone and given it away.
Casey did well against Beto there. He's learned his lesson. He just stood off, let Beto have the ball. Don't get enough duel with him. You're not going to win it. You've learned that. Stand behind him. When he gets it, just give him a little bit of a nudge. Bad pass, win possession back, job done. Well done, Casey. He said a solid 5 minutes, and I know that's going to sound very backhanded, but it's important that he just gets a good spell. Oh, no.
Kilman, big long diagonal ball from Kilman. Their keeper comes out, makes a right mess of it, and Paqueta just taps it in.
Have we scored?
Yeah.
We've done a goal, Frankie.
We did a goal. It was like Areola, mate. You would think Areola was in goal for him. Absolute mare from the keeper, but we'll take it.
Jesus. That's worse than what you imagined was not good for the goalkeeper, and somehow it's worse than what you described. Wow. That is terrible. The funny thing is, he didn't even need to be there. Had he just not even come out, we wouldn't have scored.
Yeah. Oh, off his glove, hits his head, and in it goes. Well, we take it, mate. We take it. We didn't deserve it, but we'll definitely take it.
Yeah, but did we deserve to concede?
Yeah.
I don't
Not
know.
at that time, but we certainly have deserved to concede in this half.
I think
so shaky.
I think both teams have just been sloppy. I think it's not the case of either team deserved to score. I think both teams deserve to concede, if that makes sense. Anyway, 1-1. Here we go.
Who is their keeper, Geo? Give me the lowdown on him.
Mark Travers was at Bournemouth. And if I am correct, he went on loan to Stoke. And in January, Bournemouth recalled him and didn't play him. I'm going to go check now.
Now we're back to giving the ball away again. Straight back to what we were doing. Freddie Potts goes in, gets booked. Left a bit on him now.
Well, you did tell Freddie Potts you want him to take out Dwight McNeil, so
I just like that sort of character in general, Gio. They've out-muscled us. They've looked more physical than us. And Potts has just gone in and done that. I mean, that's what you need. Nice press there. We've actually pressed successfully. And now we've won the ball back. Just doing 1-2s over on the left-hand side at the moment. Kilman tries one of his big long diagonal passes, goes nowhere near a West Ham player. Ward-Prowse does well though to battle for it. Lovely link up with Potts. Potts gets taken out. Yeah, I was wondering why the whistle weren't going, but it does go in the end. And we've got another free kick right on the edge of their box, probably in a better place than before.
Can we see a free kick, Frankie? I've always been a fan of Freddie Potts, but the more I see him, the more he just wins me over. Well, he doesn't need to win me over. I've been won over for a while, but the more I see of him, the more I'm convinced I like him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, we're obviously fond of his ability. It's just whether he was ready or not to do it in the Premier League. But I just am more and more convinced he is. I don't think we've got a better player at playing that role that he's in this system. I think he's the man for the job.
Right, come on, James Ward-Mouse. Let's be having you.
I reckon Paqueta fancies this one.
5-minute stoppage in a friendly. That's generous.
Yeah, I knew Paqueta would fancy that one, and it's gone well wide. Paqueta wanted the last one. He weren't not having this one. I called it, he'd take it, and he did, and it was terrible. Leave it to the free kick specialist next time.
Maybe he's not very good at them anymore. That's the problem.
He's better than that.
Oh, Jesus, I've just seen it. He tried to knuckleball it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather he tried in a friendly and realised it's a bit shit and don't bother doing it next time.
Working the ball well here in a real tight space between Paqueta and Marshall. Potts has now got it across to Mavropanos. We've got him pinned back a little bit here. Mavropanos tries a mad ball.
Caelan Casey, fantastic from that goal kick. Just in a physical battle and won it. He's had a good 10 minutes, Frankie.
He has. He's had a really steady 10 minutes. Exactly what he needed. Marshall's done well. Put it back inside to Ward-Prowse. Paqueta turns. Thinks Marshall's going to be making the run. Just not on the same page, unfortunately. 1-2 Diouf and Ward-Prowse. Diouf goes down. The ref tells him to get up. This isn't a Diouf I saw in this Grasshoppers game, Gio. I mean, he's beaten the man. He just goes to the ground. I don't know why. Stay on your feet. I didn't realise he had his best mate back as his number 2, Gio.
You what, sorry?
David Moyes.
Yeah.
Got his man back. The one when he does do good things, when he's got that man next to him.
Yeah, he's got Alan with him. Alan! 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 I'm waiting for a goal kick. That's why I'm shouting Alan.
Walker Peters does brilliantly there.
You make me nervous whenever you groan. I don't know if it's
good
good or bad.
Groan, Geo. There are good groans in this world.
In case you done it again there from that goal kick, I'm liking this redemption.
Paqueta tried a flip flap and then a little roulette. It was the tricks are coming out now.
I will say I'm not keen on this ref.
No, he's been useless, Gio. Absolutely useless.
That was a great tackle from Irving, and he just blew up for no reason.
Oh, it's a great header into the box. Beto over the bar. Too easy there. They won 2 headers and we didn't get anywhere near it. In the Beto header, we don't even put a challenge in on him. It's I'll tell you, Joe, one of the biggest things we're going to have to work on this season, I said it in that Grasshoppers game, is we might be very vulnerable from set pieces. And if that's anything to go by, not getting anywhere near 2 headers, it's a concern.
Do we have a set piece coach yet? I don't think we do we?
No, we did have one, didn't we?
I don't think we have. Have we ever had one? Who we had?
We did have one. We definitely had one not so long ago.
No, but Nolan worked on them, but he's not a set piece coach. Yeah. He was a coach that just did the set pieces, right, which is what we've got now, isn't it? One of the coaches will be doing set pieces, but it's not like a specialist. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you got half time yet? You can't be far off half time.
30 seconds until half time. There was 5 minutes injury time. The score is currently a 1-1. Potts across to Mavropanos. Into Walker Peters. He's got no one offering much, so it goes back to Mavropanos. This has got to be it now, ref. Potts tries a ball over the top. No one on the same page. Out for a throw, and there's half time, Gio.
Don't you know? Pump it up. West Ham are staying up. Anyway, yeah. I think Fluffy has a question for us.
Hey, let's get to Fluffy's question.
Before we do, Rick, thank you for the £5 super chat. Could have left a comment, Rick. You know, get your name up here in the lights. But thank you very much for the support, Rick. Appreciate you. And Fluffy, we appreciate you and your patience. And the £3.50 super chat. Fluffy says, what does Guilherme have to do to start?
Well, I think, Gio, what he needs to do is when you're giving him an opportunity against a team like Grasshoppers, he's got to stand out more because they weren't a good team. He looked very weak on the ball. It looked like he still had a lot of work to do. And then suddenly, in the last 10 minutes of that match, he come to life. And we're all like, okay, here he is. This is what he's all about. But I don't think doing it with 10 minutes to go is enough. He's got to come on and do that from the start of the half. He needs to do that for 45 minutes. And then all of a sudden, then you do stick in the manager's mind and you think, well, maybe he does deserve a shot. But you can't come on, you know, play pretty poorly for 35 minutes, put in a 10-minute cameo at the end, and then think I'm going to get, you know, an opportunity next time we play. So he just needs to take his opportunities more, Gio. I've not seen him really grab one and go, look, this is what I'm all about yet. Yeah,
but I don't think he's had the opportunity. 10 minutes here and there, like match time, isn't enough. And he's played against Grasshoppers. He came on at right wing back, and then against Man U, he came on at like left wing back. And I think, well, not really his game, is it? So I would like to see him get an opportunity.
But that's where he's going to play in this system, Gio. There's nowhere else for him to play.
Yeah,
I know people have said maybe in the most attacking part of the midfield three, but that's, you could argue that's not.
I wouldn't want him in there. I wouldn't want to see him in midfield. So that, I guess that is a problem. His position doesn't really exist in this system, so we'd have to change formation, which I'm all for, but it doesn't really matter what I want. It's about what Potter's going to do. And if he's going to stick to this 3-5-2 thing religiously, Guilherme's going to have to adapt and fit in, or he's going to be he's going to be in a bit of pressure, in a bit of trouble, really. I would still like to see a bit of a 3-4-3 with a box midfield, and then I think you've got a position for Guilherme then. And I think you've got a position for Somerville then. And I think you've got a position for Jared Bowen then. I would like to see him get a chance tonight, actually. I think just an all right game to play him. Right then, we've got a question from... Oh, bloody hell, I've lost it. Where did it go? It was a good one. Luckily, I starred it so I could find it. Bradley. Right, what have we learned? Everyone get involved in the live chat. Put in your comments about what you've learned from the first half or just what your thoughts are in the first half, what you're thinking. It could be about a player, it could be about the overall performance. Anything goes. Get into live chat. We'll get your comments up on the screen for the next 15 minutes. But please do drop a like on the video if you haven't done so already. 1,200 of you watching. A massive thank you for joining us live. 12:30 on a Wednesday night as well. That's fantastic. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and just want to remind you about our raffle, which is on until Sunday night. Ends at 8 p.m. 3 prizes. Match worn Martin Noble shirt with the love-hearted NHS patch. Very, very rare, because you weren't allowed to swap shirts at the end of the game. You weren't allowed to chuck them in the crowd. There was no crowd because of COVID. You had to keep it and put it back in the bag. Maybe a bit of a clue where the shirts come from. But a match worn Martin Noble shirt with the NHS love heart on it. Very, very rare shirt. Signed Martin Noble shirt and a signed Martin Noble captain's armband. Links in description below. £5 per ticket, but you buy 2 tickets, you get your 3rd ticket free. Entry closes on Sunday night. And a massive thank you to Brian for his $3 Aussie. Says, should Potts start against Sunderland? Frankie, we played Sunderland tomorrow. Would you start Freddie Potts?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, me too. Right, Joe says Casey and Potts not ready to start. So Joe wouldn't. Marshall looks lively. Robert said, I would be more worried if I was an Everton fan. They are poor. Crumb says Mavpanos clears the ball like he's had 10 pints and just got off the teacups ride. Cyber said if we played a more attacking system, Guilherme will get more game time. Unfortunately, our setup doesn't suit him at this stage. Elk says we need someone to drive forward. Paul saying Marshall has not put a foot wrong. Very impressed with his movement. Liam saying that Everton have been crap. Lee says talk that Guilherme long time will be at number 10 rather than a winger, which is fair, but we don't have a number 10 at the moment. Josh is saying pretty much Everton's first 11, our fringe players, and we've come out okay with some good minutes for some of the youngsters. Comes as reiterating Mavpanos clears the ball like he's had 10 points and just got off teacups. Mandan says defense is awful again. Had enough of this 5 at the back. Potts looking good, but what does Ward-Prowse actually do to deserve a starting place? Because we all know he will be starting against Sunderland. Todd saying Potts and Marshall ready. Lines is saying nothing. It's the same old rubbish. Crowd is saying Marshall is quality, keen to press as well. Charlie is saying, where's meh? Centre-backs rubbish. Wing-backs largely anonymous. Potts good. Irving not up to it. Paqueta very good. Ward-Prowse anonymous. Marshall lively but average.
I think that's a very, very good summary.
I was going to say, I can see you nodding away. Does that mean you're in agreement with Charlie there?
I am, yeah. I like it.
Josh saying, even more evidence for a new goalkeeper. We can't have West Fodringham anywhere near the first team next season. Graham saying Potts is looking a bit tasty. I think he at least deserves to be the cup defensive midfielder. Gary saying Potts is ready. Jeff is saying Potts should be a starter. Sean saying we give the ball away far too much. Cram is saying youngsters need time to build chemistry with the first team. Not too bad. Nutty is saying we shouldn't spend more on centre-backs. I'm happy to admit I was wrong. Replace Kilman and get Greek. John saying agree 4 at the back to get the best out of our wide players, whereas Jeremy saying Casey's not ready, but Marshall and Potts could be key in the squad this season. Tom, we need to get selling. Too many players just not good enough. James is saying he's learned that 3-5-2 shite. Try a 3-4-3, Potter. Scott said, I've learned that pace doesn't seem to matter in this formation in tactics. Meanwhile, Fraser says, we've learned that Casey needs a loan. MGG says Potts and Marshall look good. Other than that, it's just a boring, unremarkable half of football. And once again, Crumbs has said, Mavropanos clears the ball like he's had 10 pints and just got off the teacups, right, Jim? I hope there's another couple of Crumbs comments later on. Jim saying, I would like to keep Marshall as backup striker. We definitely need to build our midfield around Potts. He's looking amazing. Kay saying, what we learned, he missed the first half. But there you go. You're getting everyone's reviews here. Bradders, Potts' class. 2 times he put a lovely ball into the box. First time was for Ward Prowse and just a bit heavy. And second one was a peach. Agree. Steve saying COVID was a con. I didn't want to get into a conversation about COVID. I was just promoting a shirt that we're raffling off, really, to be perfectly honest with you. Just trying to stress how rare the shirt is to maybe get people excited, wanting it a little bit more, thinking, you know what, I'm going to get a raffle ticket just in case I get that shirt that cost Hammers Chat hundreds of pounds. I'm going to have it. Reece saying, I feel for Casey. Making him the centre back is too much responsibility for a youngster. Our wing backs are being made to look poor yet again, as we don't give them service and we keep it too central for a 3-5-2. Mackie Bix says Potts should be vice captain. Bloody good. Looks dominant and in charge. I'll be honest, everyone is passing to him. They know what he wants and they're doing it. I think that's a very valid point. Everyone is passing to him. There's no hiding for him out there. He's taking responsibility and his teammates are happy to give him it as well. I think he's been brilliant. Connor said defence is shit. The players are scared to play forward and the players hold on to the ball for too long when they should pass faster. No more comments from Crumbs coming up. I can't see any. Sad. Mandan, though, says defence is awful again. Had enough of this 5 at the back. Potts looks good. But what does Ward Prowse do? Because, that's your second comment as well. Everyone's copy and pasted comments. Only Crumbs is allowed to do that. Ivan says 3 at the back is holding us back. We need to double on the wings. It's the only area we can attack consistently. Bradders is saying what Frankie was saying. Juve needs to start taking on his man. Keeps passing to run around him. Take him on and dribble. Paul, thank you very much for a £2 super chat. Paul says Potts and Marshall look ready. Casey, not so much. Freedom saying it's pre-season. Get a grip, people. They're entitled to their opinion. They're allowed to have their view. Rick, thank you very much for £5 super chat. Very kind of you, saying Brady and Sullivan out. Or if I was to be extra Scottish, Brady and Sullivan out. Right, Oxby, thank you very much for £5 super chat. It says, hi, Geo and Frankie. What formation actually fits us the best?
It's hard to say, isn't it? Because we can only go by what Potter's, the systems that he's putting us in. But all I can really go by.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm a 4-3-3 fan. I'm a fan of the variations of it. 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. That's my kind of.
Do you know what, though, Gio? I don't mind what he's doing. And I understand what Potter's trying to do. But in the United game, when we moved from a flat back 5 to a 3-5 formation rather than a 5 with a 3 in midfield, it made a massive difference. Just committing 2 players higher up does change this system. So I don't want to try and undo everything he's trying to do because he isn't going to change that much. I don't think we're ever going to see him play a 4-3-3. I just don't see it. It's not what he wants to do. And I think we've seen him sign these wide players. He signed these wide players for a reason. And, I think we're always going to have these wing backs, but I just want to see him higher up the pitch. They're just too deep. And by the time we get going, it's okay saying, oh, yeah, but we've got 5 in defence out of possession. But as soon as we've got possession, we move into a 3 at the back. It's too long to get the players higher up the pitch. Yeah. The transition is too slow.
I think a big part of that, though, the reason for that, Frankie, is a lack of fullback in the back 3. I hate 3 centre backs in the back 3.
Yeah.
I think you need a traveller. You need someone that can. And I did a video earlier, and I said, Kilman or Todibo, they can travel with the ball. But it's not that. It's actually without the ball, you need to travel. All his scars came on against Man U, was bombing down the left-hand side without it. He was overlapping, underlapping, and you just drag. What you do is you drag players with you as well. You free up a bit of space for the guy next to you. You become an extra attacking player. And at the minute, our three centre backs in Casey, Kilman, and Mavpanos, and this is a reflection on tactics, not those three personally. They're too static. They're too rigid in this formation. You want to see a little bit of fluid between your players. Well, you ain't getting it from these centre. You need someone that can step up into midfield, and that has. I think there's two players on the bench right now. I think can do that. Ollie Skiles and Adam Wan-Bissaka. I'd like to see one of them come on at halftime. If you are going to stick with three at the back, take one of Kilman and Mavropanos off. I would leave Casey because I think he had a dodgy 30 minutes, but I think he had a really good 15 minutes. The latter part of that half there. There's 2 or 3 physical battles he had with Beto, and he won every single one of them. So I'd keep him out there. Say, look, you're doing good. Keep going. But also senior players, look after him for God's sake. If he is struggling, swap with him for 5 minutes and let him get his confidence up and have a little bit of a breather. But either get Wan-Bissaka on for Mavpanos or Scars on for Kilman, but not both. And that way you've got a runner from the back three now so that you can transition a little bit quicker. You can push. If it's Wan-Bissaka, you can say to Kyle Walker-Peters, just play 5-10 yards further forward because I'm here now. Don't worry about that guy you're marking. I'm going to get him. You push up a little bit. And also it changes your midfield because we're seeing Ward-Prowse go out after Michaelenko at the minute. He's having to really go out to Everton's left centre-back. If you can push Wan-Bissaka on a little bit and push Kyle Walker-Peters on, it means that Ward-Prowse can drop back into midfield and you have that extra number in there. Because at the minute, we're sort of playing 3 centre midfielders without the benefit of 3 centre midfielders. And that's frustrating. So,
well, we've got Guido Rodriguez, Guilherme for the second half.
Okay, Guilherme's good. Right, okay. Is he taking off Potts? I assume Potts is the one that's gone off.
Todibo, Wan-Bissaka.
Well, he's doing a lot of changes. I see Gerd.
And a Gerd, yeah.
And Bowen.
Big change up.
Yeah. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I don't see Potts, though. And I don't see Casey. Oh, Wan-Bissaka. Oh, bloody hell. He's changing a lot here.
Yeah. I don't mind
Marshall
the Potts thing because I think Potts, with that little knock he had, just get that on ice.
And on a yellow card as well. I think he's done all right. He's taking the young lads off. So, but I'm guessing Casey's offer to Debo.
I'm just going to listen to Pot here.
Go on. Tell me what he says because I ain't listening to it.
He said, obviously, we've got to learn from the mistake, but credit to the boys, they kept going. Some good play. Made some changes, and hopefully we can find some momentum.
I hate this interview at half-time thing.
Yes. He said we made it too comfortable for Everton in the midfield. Now he's blaming the surface. It's not so straightforward. That's the end of that.
In fairness, during the Club World Cup, most teams and players were complaining about the surfaces of the pitch. So it's not like a new thing. There's a lot of concern around the World Cup next summer being in America, and the pitches are one of the concerns that they have. Fido saying, what's your prediction for a final score? I'll say 2-2.
I'm going to go 2-1 us. I don't think we'll concede, and I think we'll nick a goal. And the man who's going to get it, your man Nicholas Fulkrug, he's due. All of this talk about he's fit and ready and raring to go. Let's see it. And the super chat, the question, what has Guilherme got to do to a start? I've just told you, he needs to have a big 45 minutes from the start till the end, positive.
I've got a feeling he's way play left wing back here, isn't he?
Possibly. But again, Geo, I know it's not ideal, but you've got to do what the manager calls upon you. And even if it's not, your ideal position, show willing, show intensity, show commitment to what you're told to do.
Also, if he is he's replacing Juve, right? He's got to be saying to himself, "I can be better than him. He wasn't that good in the first half. I'm going to go out there and take my man on and whip the ball in and whatever." And
he did nothing. It only takes him to beat his man once, and he would have done more than Diouf done all half. So
I think Stuart must be new to the channel because he said, "Has anyone noticed Fulkrug and Irving are best friends?" No, we've only mentioned it about 5 times. Must be new. Where have you been? Where have you been? We love a little bit of the Fulkrug Irving bromance on this channel.
if Fulkrug don't notch here, mate, I'll be on the kick both of them out together. So we'll see.
You what? If he didn't
I don't
score,
really
you're
rate
gonna...
Irving, and he definitely didn't have a great half there. And I've never been the biggest Fulkrug fan, so if he doesn't notch here, then they can both go and have their bromance somewhere else.
Well, Everton are bringing on their new striker as well in Barry. He's up front, so...
Hopefully, Gio, we see Guilherme, though, not as deep, further forward. And, hopefully he can be higher up the pitch and try and give us a bit more attacking threat.
Oh, they've got Alcaraz on as well. I like him. He'll cause us a little bit of bother. Oh, Dwight McNeil's gone out to the right.
And Potts is off. And Potts is off. The writing's on the wall, Gio. What did I say? The only way it'll happen if Potts ain't on in the second half, and
you did.
McNeil still is.
Oh, hell. Right. Let me move my keyboard. Get my screen back into position. There we go. Oh, got a nice view of Fulkrug. Beautiful. Delicious. Right. What we got here, it looks like we're playing Tajiba, right centre-back, Mapanos centre-back, and Aguerd at left centre-back. Guilherme's playing left wing-back with a midfield 3 of Andy Irving, Guido Rodriguez, and perhaps more interestingly, Lucas Paqueta has dropped into midfield now, so we should get a bit of creativity here. Right wing-back, we've got Adam Wan-Bissaka, and up front, we've got Fulkrug and Jared Bowen. So Paqueta into midfield is... I like it.
It's the second time we've seen this Fulkrug and Bowen up top as a 2, so we need to see them work a bit better than we did last time, because they didn't really gel together last time, Gio. I want to see them looking like a bit of a partnership.
I agree. We've got a Aguerd on now, so we'll see some long diagonals going out to Wan-Bissaka. Handball, ref. Come on, what are you doing? I don't like this ref.
He's useless. And it ain't even for anything. Like, we're not whinging about him because he's not giving us decisions or anything. He is just absolutely useless.
Crap for both teams.
He is.
I don't normally get rattled by referees in friendly matches, but this guy's actually managed to do it. I'm actually a bit annoyed by him.
Aguerd calm there. I like that defending. I was a lot more confident in us in a bit of an awkward position, but still managed to win the ball back off Irving there and then play the ball through.
Do you know what I'm interested here, by the way? I'm interested to see if Rodriguez is better with Irving and Paqueta around him rather than Ward-Prowse and Souček.
Won't make a blind bit of difference, mate.
We'll see.
Not a blind bit of difference.
We'll
I can tell you that now. Well, I don't need to. It won't make a difference.
You see. Oh, Mr. Obvious is in the live chat in the form of James Hislop now, telling us that we're behind. Fuck's sake, Frankie. Again, I thought I went downstairs and watched it on the TV, but I haven't. Guy, me and Frankie are at different times. Frankie's...
that's a better comment for the mint, that, Gio. What minute are we on, Sinker? I'm on 48:39.
Yeah, do what Frankie's on. I'm 20 seconds behind Frankie, despite us both using Sky Go. Doesn't like my iPad. Must be because they think I'm in Moldova. Xenophobic against Moldovans, Sky Goer.
Fulkrug looks lively here, though, Geo. Oh, he's just done a step over.
I want to see this.
Giving away a foul, but he done a step over.
Oh, but you need ID to watch porn in this country now. So if Fulkrug starts doing that, they're going to ban me.
No, Geo. You go on Surfshark /Hammers Chat, and then you don't need to do it, Geo.
That's the one. To be fair, my iPad thinks I'm in Moldova, so I'm all right. I've just watched the Fulkrug step over and bundle over. Great combo.
I did have a look if I could delay anyway, but there's no way to sort of.
No, don't delay. Don't delay.
Back. Oh, Guido's just gone flying into a challenge.
James is now asking us to delay and run the feed. Why would you're complaining we're delayed? Now you're telling us to delay. Make your mind up, James. No, we're doing what we're doing. That's all we can do. Hopefully you like it. If not, tough. There's nothing. We cannot make it faster. Well, we could. I could pick up my desk, my computer, my light, my camera, mic, and take it downstairs and put the TV on, and then I'd be slightly quicker.
See, Chippy is bang on. If you both set your internet to the same node server, it will sync your feeds. The problem is I would have and I'm pretty technical sometimes with stuff that I do for work, but I wouldn't know what a node server was. So very difficult.
No. Sounds like a Norwegian waiter. A node server. Right, what we got? What's going on the pitch? For West Ham is Lucas Paqueta that scored.
Wan-Bissaka's looking lively, mate. I've got to say as well, I'd rather see him than this Walker-Peters. Ball over the top. Defender had a lot to do. Does okay. Jared Bowen was on his toes, waiting to pounce.
So far, I have to say, I think Bowen's been pulling off to the right quite a lot, actually, compared to the previous couple of games.
Don't know what Aguerd's just done there. Headed it straight up into the sky. Come on, boys. Put them under. Stop sitting off. Get to them. There we go. Bit of a press, and they panic. Don't know why I was sitting off them.
Node server.
It's now been called a nose server.
Nose? Is that what it said?
No, it's definitely Node. I know it's Node. Guilherme, great ball there. Very positive. That's what we want to see from him.
Oh, even just reading this.
Fulkrug's gone charging back like a train and just taken the Everton midfielder out. Fulkrug looks absolutely at it here. He is up for this one.
He's preventing Dwight McNeil from scoring from 25 yards out.
He is.
Anyway, Node is JavaScript, and it said it's very efficient with real-time applications as it facilitates handling multiple client requests, enables sharing and reusing packages of library code, and the data sync between the client and server happens very fast.
Interesting.
Feels like a solution. Not going to lie.
It does seem to make sense.
I'm out my depth. You could argue I'm out my depth, do this as a job, but we're just doing our best, James and everyone else. Anyway.
So can we do this node server thing through Surfshark VPN? Is that something we can use to facilitate this Geo being in Birmingham and me in London?
I don't live in Birmingham, just for clarity.
Oh, Bowen's nicked the ball. Go on, Jared. Oh, I fancied him there, Geo. I fancied him. As soon as we actually get in their faces a little bit, they panic.
I've just seen the Bowen chance.
It's unlucky. Right idea.
Gareth, thank you for the £2 super chat. Appreciate you. And Alex saying our team talk got everyone crashing into Dwight McNeil. We understood the threat. Jack is asking if we can update the lineup for the second half. Yeah, go on then. Let me move my thing. I'm only doing the West Ham team too. I'm not figuring out the Everton team. And you can take an abbreviation for Wan-Bissaka.
Again, we're choosing to sit off. We've just had success from getting in their faces and pressing them higher up the pitch. And now we're sitting off them again and giving them too much time on the ball. They play a nice ball over the top because they've got all the time in the world to do so. And now they're on top of us. I just don't understand it. Everton knocking it around now.
Beautiful stuff.
Again, just sitting deep. This is clearly an instruction because we're just not pressing the ball at all. So they've obviously been asked to do this, but it's just allowing Everton to pick us off. Calerme deep. And he's done well to win us a goal kick. It looks like the players are in London and Birmingham. Calerme looking like he's a little bit frustrated there.
He did all right, actually. Just play it off him, get the goal kick.
Oh, he did well. I think he's frustrated with his teammates.
I can see it now. Him and Gerd are having a bit of a barney, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with players arguing with each other about stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. Basically, both of them are saying you need to be doing better.
Oh, Irving.
He's not had the best game, has he? He's had some good moments.
When does he, Gio? Come on. He's nowhere near good enough, mate.
All right, Frankie, no need to attack him.
I'm not attacking. I'm just saying, you're trying to move the ball a bit more quickly.
He's trying his best, Frankie. What more do you want?
Good enough, all right, Gio?
He is playing like he's got a kilt on, to be fair. I've got his shirt up there.
Got it out there?
I have. I've got one of his shirts. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, come on, get it out, Gio. Here we go. Opportunity to get out of here. And Paqueta tries the glory ball and it doesn't really come off. It's unlucky, but there was a more simple pass down the right-hand side. Everton now counter-attacking. Down our left. He's whipped a ball in. Didn't have enough curl on it to get to Beto. It's out for a West Ham goal kick.
Got Final's one.
There it is.
I've got two.
I like that one, Gio. That's a great shirt, that.
Match worn. Pablo. This one's the one with something in it. Here it is.
Oh, it's Barry.
Here it is. So it's not. This one's not match worn. It's match issued because he didn't come on the pitch.
There's a surprise.
What are you attacking him for again? What have you got against Andy Irvine? Hey?
Well, if he's good enough to play for West Ham, so am I. So I'm bitter that I should be playing for West Ham, but he is. Okay. It's nice though, Gio. Do you know what, Gio? I'll give you credit. You've got an eye for picking out very niche, very cool items of football memorabilia. It's very good.
Yeah. So nice shirt.
Very scrappy, Gio. Very, very scrappy right now.
Are we being linked to him again? James is saying, are we looking forward to Josh Brownhill? I've seen that he's announced he's not going to. Sorry, I've seen he's announced he's leaving Burnley, right? So do we know where he's going yet?
And Everton get a free kick. The ref didn't seem to know whether he was given a free kick or not.
Tadebo's tucked his shirt in, so it looks like he's got massive shorts on. And it's thrown me.
Is this Souček coming on for Irvine? It is Souček for Irvine. Can't say I'm surprised. I think it's just even more cemented, that comment, Gio, of if we played Sunderland tomorrow, does Potts start? Start watching two different football teams.
Yeah, I think we're missing him.
Wes a bit flappy there, a bit lucky. Yeah, no, a bit very flappy. Could have given them an opportunity to get in front now. What are we doing here? It's gone to absolute pot. We're a mess right now. Well won to Debo. That's more like it. Oh, lovely turn from Fulkrug and a brilliant ball out to Jared Bowen. Come to life there. Go on, Jared. And he's won us a corner. That was much more like it. Fulkrug header here. See him.
I would be very happy.
Again, just don't beat the first man. It did. They got two on the front. It kind of went past the first one. It's the second one. Just so frustrating, Gio. Just put it to the back post.
Well, I'm not looking forward to watching this corner anymore.
No. Just the same old story. That's two corners we've had and done the same thing from both. Just so frustrating.
And it's different corner takers too.
Yeah.
Ward-Prowse and now Bowen.
Ball over the top from Mavropanos. Wan-Bissaka up, but out for an Everton throw. Gio, are you seeing the comments, Gio?
Yeah, I'm getting excited. My man has scored.
Here he goes. He sets off from only just inside their half and a low-driven left-footed shot into the far corner. We called it, Gio, and there it is.
I've not seen it yet. tell you what, he just bars 2 players out of the way to get the ball in the first place.
I like how he took it off Paqueta as well. He went, Paqueta, out the way, son. This is mine. And then that's a proper finish.
I love him. Choo choo! Frankie's on a foot-through train.
I like that, Geo. He's been right up for it. This was that bit of bite that I wanted to see.
I'm happy with that. That's the best moment of the game. He just charges 2 players out of mid-air as well, and Paqueta gets it and just gives it straight back to him. And that's a shot and a finish of someone that's just confident. That's his weaker foot as well. Look at it, bang, right inside the inside post. I'm having that all day, every day. Fantastic.
Well, that was one of our wish lists ticked off, Geo.
Yeah.
Actually, 2, to be honest. We said we wanted to see Potts look like he's ready, and we got that one as well.
I can't remember what else was said.
We said the defence looking a bit more shored up.
Yeah,
we ain't got that one.
We said Doof as well, which didn't really happen. I can't remember what the 5th one was. But Fulkrug's got a goal. We're happy. Get in. And thank you to Gareth, who says, great show. West Ham fan from Glasgow. Your content is superb. Thank you, Gareth. I hope you're not Scottish. Frankie's got it in for Scottish people tonight.
Hang on, Geo. I watched all the Rangers game earlier on and was cheering them on. They are in the Champions League. I love that. So not so bitter about Scottish people.
So it is Andy Irving you have
it's
a
just Andy Irving, yeah.
No, okay. Brilliant. I like it. When West Ham start winning, we have more fun. Here we go. Guilherme running for. Oh, he passed it. Oh, it's a good pass. Oh, he got back. Oh, I knew it didn't amount to anything because you never mentioned it, but I enjoyed it. Do you see times like this, Frankie? I appreciate you're 20 seconds ahead. So 20 seconds ago, right? The passing's quick, the movement's quick. We lose the ball, we win it back quick. And I think this is it. This is what I want to see. So it's just, can we get it over longer periods of the game? I appreciate we're not going to play like that for 90 minutes. It's just not going to happen. But can we see it for most of the game? Because I enjoy bits of the game. Do you know what I mean? Of the friendlies, I haven't hated the entire thing in that start, but there's moments in games I think, oh, this 10-minute period's good. This 10-minute period's good. Can we just turn them into 20-minute periods? And A will be all right, and B, I'll enjoy it. We can move the ball about and play some nice football times. We can just be bloody sloppy and our own victims as well, unfortunately. But anyway.
Guilherme got a bit of a difference from what he was used to playing out in Brazil to playing in the Premier League there. He tried to do a little flick over the Everton player's head and didn't get anywhere near coming off. He thought he'd just go dunk, but no, that's just not going to happen, mate.
Jack, it's 2-1. Let me add that to the banner. Let me add that it's 2-1. What the hell are they doing? Why is James Ward-Prowse on my screen with the headset on? What's going on?
Pundit, isn't he?
It's like he's Twitch streaming now. Oh, no, I don't like this. It's too far.
I think they need to stop bullying him, Gio, about this whole set pieces. I think it's clearly affecting his mental health.
Well, Andy Irving's mental health's probably not great tonight.
Hopefully, don't watch this back.
To be fair, I'm not that bothered because who scored for Everton? Ghana. There we go. Very good. There you go. Just for you, Jack. Oh, it's a water break. Yeah, with Andy Irving, I'm not that fussed because we had the Andy Irving mug. Sent it to his uncle. He didn't even say thank you.
Yeah, see?
Rude. Just like a West Ham player.
Who's Shamiti, Geo?
Hmm?
Shamiti for Everton.
Striker. He's not great.
Fulkrug done brilliantly again to win the ball back. Souček tries to get it forward to Bowen. Gives the ball away. Oh, quick football. Wan-Bissaka, Bowen gets it into Fulkrug. Unlucky.
Do you know someone ordered one of our oddballs hats, right? And he wore it to the West Ham training ground. He was working and he wore it to the West Ham training ground. And one of the first team players who was there last season and is not there anymore, seen the person wearing it and basically said he wanted one. So his agent messaged oddballs and said, "Oh, such and such, seen a hat with like your crossed hammers on it. Like, can we get one?" And he said, "Well, we don't actually sell them." He said, "It's Hammers Chat that sells them." He said, "I'll see if I can sort you one." So my contact at Oddballs messaged me and said, "Oh, such and such has seen the hat on the training ground at West Ham because someone else was wearing one and he would like one." So I sent it to him. Not even a thank you.
Thank you.
I said, "Oh, if I could get a picture of him wearing it, I'd appreciate it," because I was going to use it on the videos to promote it. Didn't even get one. Fuming.
Can't quite work this out, Geo. It doesn't seem as nice a football as what we played in the first half, but we seem to be more effective playing this scrappy.
We've got in some ways we've got better players. We've got Bowen and Fuchs we've got front now. That's going to help. Paqueta's in midfield. That's going to help. I think we've got some bits of a jigsaw. It's just about putting them all together. And I think when you do that, I think there's going to be one or two pieces still missing. And one of them is a central midfielder. I think the other one is possibly a centre back and also the goalkeeper.
Todibo, very calm at the back. Scrappy again, Geo. Just very, very scrappy. Everton resorting to the long ball though. Must be doing something right. Guido's got caught and won a free kick. To be honest, Gio, this is probably one of the better halves I've seen Guido have. He ain't been too bad.
Told you, with the better players around him.
He's got nothing to do with that. He's just, I don't know, just getting away with murder. Ball up to Jared. Jared's there on that right-hand side. You are right, Gio. He's pulling out to the right quite a lot.
Right. Gareth, thank you. No more super chats from you, please, because that's your third one, so that's enough. But he said he's Scottish, but West Ham through and through.
Good man. Bit like you, Gio.
Yeah. I wonder if he's like proud and delusionally Scottish as well, like I am. Like I follow the national team as much as West Ham and was shit.
Go on, Jared, get on him.
What's happening?
Everton just trying to play out from the back. Scrappy again when we press them. Just have to be on them here.
Do you know a couple of people at half time said, to tell you what, if I was an Everton fan, I'd be a bit more worried. I sort of get what they mean. Do you know what I mean? They look like scrappier than we do.
Nice football here now.
One shot on goal they've had.
Fulkrug's tried to go the entire width of the pitch over to Wan-Bissaka. Should have been easily cut out by the Everton defender, but he's put it out for a West Ham throw. Definitely looked better with Wan-Bissaka out there as well. More of a threat. Guido off the pace there, though, and Everton have... Paqueta's done really well and won us a free kick. Brilliant from Paqueta there. Really, really good.
We are going to play this 3-5-2. Paqueta has to be in midfield. He has to be in midfield. I said in my preview, and I'm going to keep on screaming about it. He's got to be in there. He makes a big difference. Potts, Paqueta, there's two of your three for Sunderland. Who's the other guy? That's what you need to work out. So when you play Bournemouth, start Potts, start Paqueta in midfield, and try someone next to them. Whoever you think is the guy, start him as well and find out.
Again, very scrappy play there, but it's come out in our favour. We've got a throw in, but do you know what, Gio? There's a problem here between Guilherme and Aguerd. They don't like each other.
Aguerd just doesn't go down the left when he passes.
But you can see them. Like they really ain't getting on.
I can see them arguing again, yeah.
They're not getting on at all.
I reckon, I'm guessing, right? I reckon Aguerd's telling Guilherme like he needs to be long, like get down the pitch and I'm going to give you the long ball, right? And I think Guilherme said, I don't want that. I want it to come short. Give it to me short because I want to turn and run at the player. Yeah. And I think Aguerd, as we know, likes that long pass. So I've got a feeling Aguerd's trying to say to him, get down the line so I can give it to you. And I think Guilherme said, no, you give it to my feet here. I'm just guessing, though.
That was a good ball in from Everton there, and Todibo done brilliant. Superb header away. But no, I think you're spot on, Gio. Absolutely right. I think that long ball to Guilherme would be a waste of time because he'll get eaten up.
It's also the angle as well. Is your left centre back can't be playing long balls to the left wing back. The angle's just ridiculous.
Guilherme's that was so risky, but he's done really well, Guilherme. Took on a few Everton players sort of running across our own box, but he's in space. This is where we want to see him. Oh, no. See, that's where he's got to be better. That right there. That's where Guilherme's got to be better.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've just seen it. He'd done a good bit of play before. Like you said, it was risky, but Jesus, that Barry's good in there.
He's done well here, though, Guilherme. He's got a run on there. Oh, he's done brilliant. And won a free kick. He's come alive, Guilherme, in the last couple of minutes.
He's winning us over a little bit, isn't he, Guilherme? Yeah. I'll say it. He's done better than Diouf. That's not a criticism of Diouf before someone starts saying it. Aguerd did pass to Guilherme on that occasion. That's good. Much better. Beat your man. Win the foul. Good kid. Well done. Come on. I'm proper rooting for him.
Yeah, Guilherme.
Don't think he's had it easy so far at West Ham. He's had a year where I feel like no one's really had faith in him.
Paqueta's fired a lovely ball across there to Bowen, and Bowen, unfortunately, didn't quite come off. Aguerd up, but Wan-Bissaka. It's not in.
Oh.
I think half the crowd thought it was. They cheer. I didn't believe it was in. That's why I hesitated. But he should do better, actually, Wan-Bissaka. He's got to hit the target there. Got to hit the target. Yeah, he scuffs it completely.
Wrong technique. He just goes for power. Should be just side footing that all day, every day. There's no need to blast it. Just keep it low, far corner, bosh. Yeah, poor finish. Tell you what I like though, we've just been criticising set pieces in the first half. I like that Paqueta to Bowen thing. It didn't work, but I like it. That's a plan. That is. That's you've got something that's up your sleeve. I like it.
Yeah, Aguerd unlucky to Fulkrug there as well. Guillermo, a bit of a clumsy challenge there, but he shouldn't really have to be where he was there. But he's putting himself in, but not ideal. Corner to Everton.
We only got one player at the start of the match, and that's Paqueta. Mavpanos too. I think I'll take Paqueta out. Yeah, I'd leave him on though. Maybe take Paqueta off a feed on just for a little bit of a. But saying that, I think Paqueta's had a bloody good game. But it's pre-season, it's a friendly, just.
Burrito into. There's a nice pass into Fulkrug there. Gets us played nicely between the lines and gives us a chance to attack here. Wan-Bissaka out wide, cutting inside. Bowen's there on the right. Gives it to Bowen. Bowen tries to fire it across, but it's blocked. Wan-Bissaka now on the edge. Oh, Soucek's tried I don't know what he tried. Fulkrug unlucky. Tried to do a 1-2 with Bowen. Very, very unlucky. Nice football that though.
John, it's 2-1. The scores on your screen. It is down at the bottom, though, but it's 2-1. Fantastic football. Fantastic football, that, Frankie. I like that build-up, that passage of play. Rodriguez, Soucek, Wan-Bissaka, Fulkrug trying to put it through to Bowen. Didn't work. But see what I mean? There's times I watch it and I think, I enjoyed that. Can we have more of that, please? And if we can, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, that was the first time, really, I felt Fulkrug and Bowen tried to link up quite nicely. That was the first signs of maybe there is a partnership to be had between those two there.
Yeah. Chris is saying, who's playing well? You had to pick out 2 or 3 players that's had a good game, first half and second half. Who would you?
Potts, first half, and Paqueta. Paqueta both halves, actually.
Yeah, I agree with those 2. I think Mavpanos had a good game.
He's done okay. He's had his moments where he gave the ball away again and needs to cut that out, but overall he's done all right.
I think Fulkrug's been excellent since he came on. Some hold-up play really good, dropping deep. Finish was fantastic. Marshall had a good first half. There's a lot of positivities for me from this match, Frankie. There's plenty.
Well, if one was Mavropanos, that could be a change here because he's asked to come off, and it looks like Skulls is going to come on for
him. Chris is saying who's had a bad game.
Who's had a bad game?
I don't think Irving had his best run out. As much as I've taken the piss out of you, I don't think he's been a
poor game. Casey struggled. I don't want to call it a poor game. I feel like he had a good last 10 minutes, which he really needed. But he had a tough game, and
I think Juve struggled.
Diouf did
which
nothing.
is okay. Which is okay. I'm not concerned about it because it's like his third game for us. It's not an issue, but I'd be lying if I said, "Oh yeah, I thought he was wonderful tonight." He struggled, which is expected, and I'm fine with it. But I think he struggled.
Yeah.
Brian saying there's a full bet on this season. No, because Frankie thinks he might actually get 10 goals this season, but also B, I don't want to do it. I lost 50 quid. I don't want to lose another 50 quid. I'm not risking
I would let
it.
you have it again if you wanted it, Gio.
I don't want it again. I'm not risking it. I can't. Can't do it. I've already lost a lot of money recently. I can't be doing it again. No, not 50 quid.
That's a good question, that, Gio. What's up with Somerville? I thought we would have seen him by now.
He's in London. He's not in America.
Still.
Yeah, Emerson and Somerville didn't travel. Emerson didn't travel because he's been told to find a new club, which I think feels a bit harsh. He's not even been involved in this part of pre-season. But Somerville stayed in London to work on his own rehabilitation prior to joining up with the group. So we're not going to see him on Sunday, but there's maybe a small possibility you might see him against Leo. It depends on how close to being back he is. But yeah, he's not in America, so it's nothing to be concerned about. And thank you to Kieran for the $10. Said, love your work. Good to listen to a live West Ham game with my mid-morning coffee in Australia. All right, show off. James saying risk averse. I'm not. I'm just poor. I like a gamble. I do gamble. I'm a gambler. But I don't like the odds. 50-50 for Fuku to hit 10. I'm not having that because I had it last season. He got injured for most of it. But also B, patrons, any patron in the live chat can back me up here. It would be unwise of me to gamble £50 right now. Frankie can just nod and back me up and say, Gio's not in the best place right now to be gambling 50 quid. That's fair to say, right? Frankie, this is where you say yes.
To say, I don't like commenting on people's financial situations, Gio.
Oh, I've told people on Patreon know. So they know what happened. So it's not a secret per se.
Oh, Paqueta's done brilliant here, done that, but now release it. Done well. Done well. I thought he was going to overdo it there and put us in trouble, but he didn't. Oh, ball fired across from Everton. It was only needing a touch. Fortunate for us, no one could get on the end of it. Only 3 minutes to hold on here, Gio, and that'll be that. I can't believe he's got old Big Al next to him again. Moyes normally comes good when he's around.
I'm just watching Wes Fodringham's dive across the goal. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. No, Biggie, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hello, Phil. A bit late, but appreciate you tuning in. Your favorite one's not here, I'm afraid. Let me just get rid of these two.
Orford coming on for the last couple of minutes.
Yes.
Never really understood that, Gio.
Let me get my Orford prop.
Is it the boot?
Let me get my boots too. He sent me 2.
Ah.
Come on, Lewis. Not in the raffle. I'm keeping these. You signed both. I like it when players do that. I don't like it players who get a pair of boots and sign one boot. What's that about? Sign the other one and all.
Makes a lot of sense.
Anyway, right. I just want to say thank you to the super chat people. Read them out again. Pitsy, £5 says, keep up the good work, lads. Thank you, Pitsy. I appreciate you. Fluffy did ask, what does Guilherme have to do to start with his 350 super chat? He had to wait 20 minutes for us to answer it. So thank you, Fluffy. We appreciate you. Rick with his £5 super chat. Brian saying Potts should start against Sunderland. Paul saying Potts and Marshall look ready. Casey, not so much. Rick saying Brady and Sullivan. Out. Oxby was asking about what formation may suit this crop of players. Well, Gareth went on a wild spending spree in the live chat with a £2 super chat, followed by a £5 one to inform us he lived in Glasgow, and another fiver to say that he's Scottish, but he's West Ham through and through. Fluffy saying that, asking if I backdated royalties for The Dark Knight Rises, so I can only assume I look like someone from Batman. I don't know. I've never watched Batman. Brian asking about Fulkrug, and lastly Kieran saying, love your work. Good to listen to a West Ham game with my mid-morning coffee in Australia. So thank you very much for your contributions. It means that we can keep the ads off in the Bournemouth one.
What? Guilherme's nicked the ball. Flicks it into Orford. Fulkrug, sorry, Orford now. Unlucky. Very, very unlucky from Orford there. Very unlucky. Paquette has just gone off as well.
I think Guilherme's played well, Frankie.
Yeah, he's been brighter again, but it's the last 10 minutes again. He started off bickering with Aguerd, and now he's actually having a good game.
And Hughes, thank you. $10 says, my nan was Scottish, so $10 for her. Well, I appreciate your nan.
Was your nan Scottish, Geo?
Yeah. All my family are Scottish, bar my mum's dad, who was Northern Irish. So now I've disgraced the family because I've moved to England and I've now had an English daughter. So when she gets
Orford,
up, hopefully she's into football, but it's going to get a bit awkward when the Euros and the World Cup come round, because I'm going to feel bad locking her out the house. Can't do it. It's bad enough having an English missus when Scotland are on. And England are on.
5 minutes added on, Geo. 4 minutes to play. Orford looking bright since he come on. Plenty of energy.
What's your final take then, Frankie? Jazz, I'll be doing a watch along on Sunday night. We play Bournemouth on Sunday. Frankie is welcome to join me if he wishes. We haven't spoke about it yet, but I'll be on Sunday. You coming on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be on, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll probably do the Leo game as well, but Frankie's at that game, so I'll have to ride solo for the Leo one. And we don't know what we're doing for the Premier League games yet, but I'll certainly be here for the next 2 fixtures anyway.
Everton knocked it inside, and it's a goal kick.
Tell you what, where's his vocal? He's just a bit shit.
Yeah. That is a very good summary.
But that's why he's a good sort of training ground goalkeeper, someone good with communication, got a bit of character, blah, 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 but you don't need to play him. That's your perfect third choice goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I've always changed my opinion. I can't remember who it was that told me now. It was a goalkeeper that told me that used to play for West Ham. And he said the role of your training ground goalkeeper is important because the goalkeeping coach will take your 2 goalkeepers away. So Kasper Ankergen, who looks a lot like Vladimir Soufal, and I keep thinking it's Soufal on the bench whenever it glances to the dugout. So when he takes Areola and the new guy away, if the strikers want to do shooting practice, normally they're belting it at a 19-year-old in goal. So actually you can stick an experienced keeper in goal, and your strikers are coming up against a keeper who's got loads of experience and makes a significant difference for your strikers training exercises. So I've changed my... That changed my...
Go on, Guilherme. Oh!
View. What's he done now?
Guilherme's just fantastic, but the Everton player just cleans him out. Just filth.
I'm ready. I'm ready for a little bit of Guilherme magic. Fulkrug hold up play again. Lovely. Delicious.
It's a terrible challenge.
Oh, that is nasty. See, this type of shit, right? This is where trying to think who the players are. This is where your experienced player, like Rodriguez, should be going over to James Garner and saying, "What the fuck are you doing? The
Yeah,
last
that's
minute of a
right.
friendly. It's a young kid. You're
Yeah.
just wrapping your legs around him like that. It's just unnecessary." This is where I would like to see us have a little bit more, I don't know, aggression. The senior players should be protecting him there, saying, "No, you don't do that." Like Arsenal players did it when Yolenton slapped
Go on, Alfred.
Bauman. Have you seen him, by the way?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I've actually got his coach coming to train the boys for pre-season. The head of advanced development at Arsenal is coming down to train our boys for pre-season, get them ready. So, yeah,
Like Gunnar Messi. We don't need that. But anyway, when Yolenton slapped him, everybody surrounded him. Don't know what Ben White was going to do, give him a fake tan or something, but he was there. And Baldrick said, "I'm a disgrace to Scottish people."
And that's it, Geo. It's all over.
You. What's your thoughts, Frankie?
My thoughts are, like you say, good and bad in both. I think you summed it up perfectly. There's a bit of a jigsaw puzzle of piecing the good together to make it a cohesive, all-round, better side. I think it just needs these things just putting together. What I didn't like to see there, Gio, at the end now is Skulls left centre back. Didn't like it.
I'm
Don't
okay
really
with
want
it.
to see it. No, I don't like it. He's exposed there. Probably because Guilherme was also left wing back. I would never want to see them two on the left side together. That's something I definitely don't want to see. But yeah, overall, I'm quite happy with what I saw there in parts. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed bits of it. I thought Guilherme was really good when he come on. I'm really pleased for him. I think Guilherme just had his Potts moment. So Potts came on against Man U, looked really good, got himself a start tonight. I think Guilherme just came on and looked really good, and I'm pleased for him. I'm really rooting for him. From what I've seen in the small pieces so far, there's clearly a talented footballer there. He just needs someone to have faith in him and find a position in the squad. And that's going to be the most difficult thing because I can't see him working out as a left wing back long term at West Ham. But if he plays like that, some fixtures it could be beneficial. I wouldn't play him in that role against Liverpool and Man City. He'd get eaten up and spat out and stomped on. But if you're going to play Burnley or Sunderland or Everton, you might get away with him playing left wing back. And certainly if we're ever chasing a game for whatever reason, he's maybe an option. I was really pleased with him. I liked a lot of things I've seen tonight. It's not perfect. I'd be worried if we were playing Sunderland tomorrow, but I feel better tonight than I did before the game.
Do you know what, Gio?
Some good performances.
I wouldn't be worried. I'll tell you why. Because I think I've seen enough that there are good, like we said, good things to piece together. The question would be, if we're playing Sunderland tomorrow, is you've just got to trust in Potter to put those good bits where they need to be. And that's what he gets paid to do.
We've got time between now and Sunderland to try and get a couple of jigsaw pieces in. We've got a lot to work with.
I think we've seen everything, didn't you? Do you think you've seen? I think I've seen everything we need to know across these 3 games, and I just think now he just needs to.
We're seeing a lot of what Potter wants to do, and I think we don't have everything at the club for Potter. I think we need a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
For example, so we've got a couple of weeks to go get the goalkeeper, get a midfielder. But I'm that was a successful match for us tonight, not just because of the win. I think there was a lot of good performances. Paqueta, Fulkrug, Guilherme, Potts. There was enough. Swami says, "Thank you for $10." Says, "Starting to feel slightly optimistic. Plenty of positivity from tonight. A goalkeeper signing, and I can't wait for the season to kick off." Good. I'm glad you're feeling positive. I'm glad. Yeah. Brian said, I know it's early, but Paqueta looks like he's different. He looks like he's playing positive already. He had a good game. Paqueta in midfield. I want to see that against Bournemouth. There's a few things now. Bournemouth, let's mould it. Let's try some things. Yeah, I like it. Anyway, Frankie, anything you'd like to add before we disappear?
No. Going to go to bed with a little bit of a happy smile on my face, Geo, to be perfectly honest. We had this, what did we say the other day? A sort of panicometer, and it had crept up to a 6. So I'm putting it back down to a 5.
I'm staying. I'm staying 6 because
you were 7.
I'm staying 7 because it's transfer window related. I still think we need a goalkeeper. I still think we need to address midfield. I think we need to look at defence, and I think we need a striker. So there's still a lot of work to be done. But from what I've seen,
got a lot of defenders, but it's just it ain't happening. Why do you think it's not happening, defence, Gio?
I don't know. It's just individual mistakes, though. I think there's maybe the system could be tweaked to help them out a little bit, but I've seen, Bournemouth press high, for example. Zabarni and Housen coped fine because they're good enough. And I think that's the thing. If we want to press high, you've got to have centre backs that are good enough. And I'm not sure we do. It's just individual errors. But saying that, tonight, Todibo was fine. Mavropanos was fine. Kilman wasn't good for their goal, but he had a couple of really good recoveries not long after that. I thought he finished that half strongly enough.
He did.
A good, untested defensively, but okay, good in possession. And Casey had a difficult half hour, but I thought he had a really strong 15 minutes afterwards. And the thing I always say about youngsters is I don't mind them making mistakes because they'll learn from it. Casey will learn more from that game tonight than he probably has done for the last 3 months of training. And that's invaluable to a youngster. If anything, I'd probably start him against Bournemouth. Say, don't worry about it, lad. You made a mistake. It happens. Go out there and put it right against Bournemouth. The problem is Bournemouth will be a more difficult game on Sunday. I think that's the tougher fixture. Anyway, right. I think we'll leave it there. Let me just double check everything. Yep, we're all good to rock and roll. So thank you very much thank you to 2 people, first of all. First of all, Frankie, thank you again for joining me. And thank you to you at home. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please do drop a like on the video. It does help out the channel. Subscribe to Hammers Chat. Myself and Frankie will see you on Sunday night when we take on Bournemouth. Catch you in a bit.